I'm not operating my business as my name as of right now. So my business is operating in someone else's name under someone else's LLC, and we're taking a profit to fund his and her dream collection to pay off.
So you money launder.
Is that money laundering?
That's not money laundering.
Get a percentage?
No, they don't get a percentage.
Hold on. They know it's in their name, right?
Yeah, of course. No, altogether totals from what I have on my Excel sheet is like 90,000.
Okay. Don't worry about the financials. Don't worry about the entrepreneurship. We're going to literally be talking about the level of dysfunction our women have when it comes to taking advice and learning and wanting to be better humans. All right. So everybody hit the like button, share this video, because every man that has ever lived needs to watch this show. So if you have a friend, cousin, uncle, dad, coworker, enemy, frenemy, send this video, share this video with every man that you've ever met in your life. If you follow him, send this to every man, because every man needs to get an understanding of why women ask all these damn questions but don't want no damn answers. I'm about to answer it. I've been coaching women for like 6 years, and the ladies that I actually coach are watching this because I sent this to them, because I be getting mad at other women when other women be doing this type of stuff. But the women that I actually coach, they get it. They understand it. And they don't understand why other women don't understand it. But I'm about to explain why other women, because it's dysfunctional women. It's not all women. All right. So we're not doing an all women thing, but this is most women. So it just is what it is. Drop your city in the chat so I can see where you at. Drop your city in the chat so I can see where you at, and I'm gonna shout you out. But this right here is absolutely nuts. And shout out to my guy, David Shands. David Shands used to actually coach me. So I know David Shands personally, and a woman at the bottom, the prettier woman, her name is Donnie Wiggins. I know her personally. So shout out to the Social Proof Podcast. That's where this came from. So look up Social Proof Podcast on YouTube if you want to see this full video about how this other woman on here sounds like an idiot. But everybody hit the like button, and let's get it. This is absolutely nuts. I couldn't wait to do this show.
I'm not operating my business as my name as of right now. So my business is operating in someone else's name under someone else's LLC, and we're taking a profit to fund his and her dream collection to pay off.
So you money launder.
Is that money laundering?
That's not money laundering.
Get a percentage?
No, they don't get a percentage.
Hold on. They know it's in their name, right?
Yeah, of course. No, altogether totals from what I have on my Excel sheet is like 90,000.
90,000?
Mm-hmm.
You owe $90,000 in fees and lien fees?
They know it's in their name.
And they don't want
$90,000. This woman owes $90,000, and she gets in front of two extremely competent, well-established millionaire coaches, right? David Shands, Donnie Wiggins. I know these people personally. They are very accomplished and they are very competent. And this dysfunctional woman is going to sit here for like a good 30, 45 minutes arguing with two damn millionaires about how y'all just got to see it. Y'all got to see it. But it's bigger than money. It's about the lack of receptiveness that the typical woman actually has. And to a lot of you men, y'all don't understand women. I'm going to help y'all understand women right now. What's up, Shira? What's up, Tracy? Shout out to Crazy in Colorado. Anna in Portville, California. Let's see. All right, what's up, Terica? Terica's in the building. Let's go.
anything from the business.
No.
Meaning if you make $1 million, they're on the hook for the taxes.
They don't. We got all that. We gonna handle it all.
Well, I mean, on a handshake.
Nah, I got them for life.
You get no benefits from the operation.
All right, so she says, I got them for life. Like I always say, women are children. Women operate like children. They have the minds of children. No business owner on the planet, unless it's a woman, is going to say, oh, I got them for life. That's not how life works. But you got to understand, women actually think that this is how life works. I like you, you like me, and we're gonna dance around and sing kumbaya, and everybody's gonna be happy. That is not how life works. But in the mind of a woman, that is how life works. If you think about any woman that is a business owner, any woman that has a podcast, you just think about the podcasts that are out right now. Name a podcast that women own and they actually get along and the podcast ain't broke up. Name an R&B group that is still together that ain't never broke up, a female. Like there's no female cast of anybody that have ever breaking up. Give me one right now. Give me a group of podcast women that ain't broke up and don't hate each other. Give me a group of women that actually made a bunch of money together and they still like each other. Women inherently hate each other. Women do not like each other, just inherently. So for a woman to actually sit there and say, hey, TLC, really? TLC, really? You know what? Stop it. Every female group in any type of facet will have broken up, will break up because they're women. Women inherently hate other women, especially black women and other black women. Let's keep going.
It's not in your name. So the person whose name is saying one, like he says, responsible for the taxes, but then let's not even go the negative route. They reap all the benefits of having state of income that they can claim to say that they make.
Remember, this woman has an LLC in somebody else's name. It's in somebody else's name. That's what he's trying to explain to her, right? So we're just starting off. This is the second person simply trying to explain common sense to this woman and listen how, and he's also a millionaire. So it's three different millionaires that are trying to explain what she's doing wrong to her, but listen to how anti-receptive she is, if that's an actual word, because that's what we're talking about. It's not about the money. It's the anti-advice type stuff. What's up, Key? What's up, Carl? You're not wrong. Women are your biggest hater. Exactly. Women, like, see, the thing about it is, y'all have titties and we love titties. So we're always going to put up with y'all. But other women don't put up with y'all because they don't care about your titties. That's why women don't get along with each other. You know what I'm saying? But do we get along with y'all? Yeah, because y'all got titties. So, it is what it is. Hit a like button, y'all. Hit a like button. Hit a like button. Hit a like button. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. We got to get these likes up. Not a lot of people be on these late night streams, so we got to get everybody to hit the like button so get spread out to more people. Please hit the like button.
So you can't go get another loan. You can't go do anything. You have to completely use them. That has to stop. I'm not even willing to help you build another system out until we correct that.
So you're on the hot seat, right? Yeah, it was something like you.
Okay, so the hot seat is what David Shands does, the guy at the top, on Social Proof Podcast. He does a show called The Hot Seat, where he sits down and literally tells whoever's in front of him that, yo, you're doing everything wrong and your business model sucks, and this is what we need to do to fix it, right? So when you go on the hot seat, you have an understanding that this is going to be a hot seat, and you may get embarrassed because you are on the hot seat. Everybody with common sense understands what sitting in the hot seat actually means, except for this woman. Let's keep going.
Said narrative that was painted, and I definitely want to give you an opportunity. Come on here, let's have a conversation about it. But tell us like where we got it wrong or kind of how it was taken out of context.
So when I initially came on the show, I came on the show in a vulnerable state of mind. So when I was talking,
and I don't mean to keep stopping it, but I'm stopping it because there's so many rules that is like embedded in virtually everything that comes out of her mouth. So she starts off the first 3 seconds, what do y'all hear? Can I join this? Yeah, y'all, let me see. I'm gonna drop the link. Yeah, y'all can jump in. So I'm dropping the link. If anybody wants to come up, male or female, come on up and share this video, share this video, share this video. Women, share this video. Fellas, share this video. Everybody, share this video, share this video. I just dropped the link if anybody wants to come up, because I want to share dialogue with this, because like I said, this is about helping men and helping women be able to communicate better. But what are the first things that came out of this woman's mouth? Can anybody tell me in the chat? What are the first things that came out of this woman's mouth in the first 3 seconds? Anybody? If not, it's okay. She instantly is painting herself out to be a victim. All right. And that is rule number 1, because we're talking about the 7 rules of dysfunctional women. The way you can see what's going on and understand when they're coming from, just like that. So the first 3 seconds, this woman said, well, you know what? I'm just going to back it up a little bit, just a little bit, because it's very important. So listen. So remember, rule number 1. Here's rule number 1. A woman will always reserve the right to be a victim. Somebody put that in the chat right now. Somebody put rule number 1. A woman will always reserve the right to be a victim. Put that in the chat for me right now. Somebody type that in the chat for me. Rule number 1. A woman will always reserve the right to be a victim. That is her number 1 goal in every situation. All right. She starts off. Well, I'm going to play this.
About it. But tell us like where we got it wrong or kind of how it was taken out of context.
So when I initially came on the show, I came on the show in a vulnerable state of mind. So
I came on this show with a vulnerable state of mind. Her job, just as a woman, as a victim, is to set herself up to be victimized just in case things don't go her way. So she's putting it out there, hey, I was vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? So she starts off being a victim. And with that being said, it's important for a man to understand that this is literally the underlying objective of virtually every woman. Any woman, every woman, however you want to look at it. What is that objective? To directly set herself up to be the victim of someone else. Because you got to remember, well, we're going to get into that, but a woman's number 1 objective is to be the victim of somebody else. It's always somebody else's fault in the event if things don't go her way. So she just set herself up to be a victim. So that's the first thing. Hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. If everybody hit the like button.
when I was talking, I guess I was talking as if we're having a conversation on.
Now she's like, I guess I was talking like we was having a conversation. Woman, you're on a show called The Hot Seat. You're on a show called The Hot Seat. This is on social media. So a show called The Hot Seat is kind of like when you, what is that cooking show where it's a mean cooking dude, and when you cook something and it isn't good, he says the food sucks. Somebody tell me, what's the name of that cooking show? I don't know if it's still on TV. What is the name of that cooking show where if you go on there and you compete with dishes and the guy like tastes your food and says it sucks? What's the name of that show? Somebody, what is the name of the show? Iron Skillet or something? Hell's Kitchen. Thank you. Hell's Kitchen. Thank you. Hell's Kitchen. All right. So Hot Seat is like Hell's Kitchen. So when you come on the show, you're not here to have a conversation. You're here to show me what you got, and the person is going to say it sucks or it works. All right. So that's the second way of her trying to change the narrative of the actual show that she was just on. Iron Chef is another one. Okay, it's 2 different ones. Hell's Kitchen and Iron Chef. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all.
Seeking guidance and seeking help. And I wasn't thinking about the outside people and what they would think. So I literally was just coming to you on some like, this is what I did. This was my success. This how I felt. This what happened.
So right now, she's saying that I didn't think that your audience is going to comment on my dysfunction and my stupidity. That's literally what she's saying. I went on a popular show and all the people in the comments started calling me stupid and incompetent. And I didn't expect that. Well, the reason why they're doing this live, because they did this on IG, I think today, right? The reason why they're doing this live is because she went to him and in a victimized direction saying, you did this to me. You did that to me. So he said, and I haven't talked to him, but I know how these things go because that happened to me. So he was like, all right, cool, no problem. Let's just do it live so you can clear everything up. And that's what she's trying to do. But why is she trying to clear everything up when she innately was wrong? Guess what? Women don't like being wrong. See, when a woman is wrong, she feels wronged. I'll say it again. What's up, Destiny? When a woman is wrong, she feels wronged. Meaning she is now a victim simply because she was wrong. A woman that is wrong becomes wronged in some type of way. This is the female brain. All right. This is girl math.
But reading the comments, I realized like a lot of people took that our segment and literally try to like come up with my whole life. And it's like, y'all don't even know me. It's like they coming up with so many things. Like I was seeing people saying the loans I took out with PPP loan. I never took out a PPP loan. Like I missed that wave. I wish I would have, but
right now she's babbling. Nobody's here to hear about a damn PPP loan because nobody cares. Just keep that in mind. Women love babbling about dumb shit that nobody cares about because they care about it, because there's this need to babble about stupid shit. I'm breaking down the idiosyncrasies of a woman. So when this happens in front of you, you'll easily be able to delineate the structure in which how she is operating, because that is the thing. When you're dealing with a woman, you have to understand the structure of her speech and what she's trying to do, because not every woman is a manipulator, but you have to understand. Let me play this real quick. And this woman right here is going to explain why women structure their verbiage like this. So this woman right here I'm about to play will literally explain you better than me the structure of a woman's verbiage. Listen to this. This is the reason why women try to set these conversations or conflicts up the way they do.
Can be used as manipulation.
So listen to the structure.
Emotions can be used as manipulation. He brings up something that he wants to talk about. She cries because of what he said. And he said it nicely, but it's something they need to deal with. And she cries, and then he gets terrified. And so then he shuts down. Mm-hmm. And so really her crying is a manipulation. It's I don't want to hear anything that I'm, quote, doing wrong. Being a victim is actually a power position because you are making it impossible for anyone to deal with whatever is going on between the two of you.
So that is what is going on here. Somebody says, do I think of my daughters like this? My daughters are females. All females operate somewhat the same. So whether it's my daughter, my cat, my dog, if it's a female, they gonna goddamn act like this, okay? If you don't follow me, you may be confused. But women are children. So women operate like children. My children act like children, all right? So women operate literally like children. So y'all can sit here and say, you gonna talk to your mama like that? Yes, my mama was a child. She's a woman. Your daughter, yes, my daughters operate like this also. They're women. See, the number one thing I want you ladies watching to understand, I don't give a damn, okay? I'm here to give you information. Whether you receive it or not has nothing to do with me. I am just here to offer information that will help you out. If you want to sit around and argue in my comments about what is true and what's not true, I don't care, because you're the one who has this dumbass life that you are having problems with. I am just here to offer you advice on how to change it. So I don't give a shit. I'm not a woman. I don't have these problems. I literally have none of these problems that y'all have. So I don't care. So if y'all want to wallow in y'all little misery and whine and want to be right, I don't care. I'm not a woman. I pray every day that God did not make me a woman. So I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't have a vagina. I don't have estrogen. I literally don't care. So y'all can continue having y'all little miserable lives and arguing about all this stupid shit and arguing whatever. I don't care. So you can either receive it or not. I don't give a shit. Ain't gonna make no difference to me. I don't care. So just wanted to say that. So I'm gonna play this video once again because it's very important. Okay, Sesh, I dropped the link, sir. All you have to do is click the link. So I'm doing it. Do this again. So now this is a man not listening. So Sesh, I'm going to drop the link. Anybody that wants to come up, hit the link. I'm not going to keep dropping this damn link. Okay, here we go. This is all about listening. Okay. The link has just been dropped. It says StreamYard. If you would like to come up and have something to say, click the link. Do not ask me where the hell the link is, because I just dropped the damn link in the chat. Because now I'm going to be going off on you men if y'all can't listen. All right. All right. Here we go. We're going to play this one more time for the people in the back.
Emotions can be used as manipulation. He brings up something that he wants to talk about. She cries because of what he said. And he said it nicely, but it's something they need to deal with. And she cries, and then he gets terrified. And so then he shuts down. And so really her crying is a manipulation. It's I don't want to hear anything that I'm, quote, doing wrong. Being a victim is actually a power position because you are making it impossible for anyone to deal with whatever is going on between the two of you.
So she says being a victim is a power position. So this woman instantly, the second she started talking, the number one goal in every woman's life or situation when it's conflict is to establish herself as a victim. She has to be a victim in order for her to be right at the end. So keep that in mind. So remember, rule number one, a woman will always reserve the right to be a victim. We about to go to rule number 2 in a second. All right, let's go. Hit the like button, hit the like button.
I didn't. Or a lot of people think that I'm a coronavirus entrepreneur. I made my first 6 figures before the coronavirus. I made my first 6 figures in 2018. So it's like, I'm just here to clear up like a lot of things that was said on the podcast. Because like I said, I wasn't defending myself like I should have. And I wish I could have changed the narrative. But it's like, I just let the narrative.
See, flip the narrative, flip the narrative, flip the narrative. What's up, Zamir? The number one thing she needs to do is flip the narrative. She said it twice. I'm here to flip the narrative. Why? Why? Because she looked wrong. And the number one job for a woman to do is to, one, look like a victim. So she can't be wrong. So how can a victim be wrong? So she's here to become a victim so she can't be looked at as being wrong. See, a woman's image of intelligence is extremely important to a woman because to a lot of women, that's where their self-worth is, right? They don't think they're pretty. They don't think they're attractive, you know, especially, you know, a woman like this, a very attractive woman. She doesn't necessarily seem to care sometimes. It's the non-attractive women who feel the insatiable need to be smarter than the person that she's talking to or that she's around, because that's where her self-worth comes from. If you're not extremely attractive, your next way of establishing your self-worth is by saying, I'm smarter than the people that I'm talking to, even though, which is kind of stupid, even though she's looking to get advice from a person that she deems smarter than. Think about that. Women look or feel smarter than the person that they're actually looking to seek advice from. This is the reason why women don't never get nowhere. This is the reason why women literally have the same problems every day of their goddamn lives. Somebody at work doing something, somebody gives them a solution. They don't goddamn listen because they think they're smarter than the person that they're talking to. And then they go back in the same situation, having the same goddamn problem over and over and over again. Because they actually want or either think they're smarter than the person that they're taking advice from. This is a woman. This is how women are. It's something we just got to deal with it. You know, I'm glad they got titties because if they didn't have titties, I wouldn't want to deal with them. But hey, y'all got titties. So I'm totally cool with y'all.
Continue to go.
Well, we're tolerating y'all.
So, and here's my objective. My objective is obviously to like heavy speaking people. But what I'm going to tell you is you cannot read the comments. Do not read the comments because the comments will have you in your feelings. Okay. Yeah. So our objective, I think the biggest issue was me and Five, we see the issue and we're trying to help you.
What's up, Dana? Dana, please come up. Please, Dana, please come up. You ain't at work. You ain't got no excuses. I need you to come up, Dana. Come up, Dana. What's going on, brother? You there? I can't hear you. You gotta fix your mic, brother.
Sorry.
Hello?
Are you still with your woman? Are you still with your woman?
With your wife.
With your wife. You got a wife, right? Can you hear me out?
What are you talking about, sir?
Hello? No,
Sir,
are you still with
disrupting
your
my
wife?
show. You're disrupting my show. What the hell are you talking about? You got 3 seconds.
No, are you still with your wife? Do you have a wife?
What does that have to do with the show? You got 3 seconds.
Just a question. Because
Get him out of here. Okay. All right. So let's go.
See the issue, the real issue. But I
See
think
the
throughout
issue.
the conversation, you weren't seeing the real issue.
I can
Like
say
it was so
You see that? She can't even give him enough time to get what out what he wants to say. Think about that. She's been talking, and he literally is saying, I don't think you have the ability or you choose to see the issue and his yeah. This is the shit that we got to deal with, ladies. Y'all do this same thing. Like, because it it goes to rule number 2. Rule number 1 was a woman will always reserve the right to be a victim. The second issue with a woman is the second issue with women is they're more concerned about being heard. So we're going to go into number 2. Right. She's disrupting. Why? Why is she disrupting him? Because in her little pea-head mind, her goal is to make him look like he's not listening. So when a man says a woman that isn't listening, she's instantly going to get defensive. Why? Because principle number 2 is a woman wants to be heard more than being helped in virtually every situation. I'll say it again. A woman wants to be heard more than being helped. A woman literally does not care about the solution. She does not care about the problem. She does not care about it being fixed. She cares about being heard and acknowledged. So right here, he's saying, you're not listening. And she jumps in and starts interrupting him, proving that she's not listening. But guess what? She don't care because in her mind, she's like, no, you're not listening. because her main objective is to be heard. And if he is saying she is not listening, she is going to say he is not listening. Do you see what women do? This is the stupid shit that we got to deal with. So she jumps in the second he starts talking because she don't give a shit.
I think the biggest issue was me and Five, we see the issue, and we're trying to help you see the issue, the real issue. But I think throughout the conversation, you weren't seeing the real issue.
Here we go.
Like it was. So check this out. So you did do something wrong, right? So people paid and China's holding up your inventory and stuff like this, and you were saying that Shopify held your money. Well, there's nothing you could do about that. However, you did say that Shopify did release the money, but you didn't give the refunds and you didn't ship people's products. So that's the first issue. I think it was a part where you said, and here's the thing, this isn't to like embarrass you or beat up on you. I just want you to like, on the hot seat, it's going to be entertaining, right? But the objective is to help you. But I think the challenge was you spent more time explaining yourself than saying, okay, that was right. So remember you said you got a loan, right?
So I want you to think about this. He literally said, you're spending more time explaining yourself instead of being receptive to the advice. Remember, principle number 2 is a woman wants to be heard more than being helped. Do you see? I'm not coming out with these rules out of nowhere. This is what I teach. This is what I do when it comes to coaching women. I have a principle that will help everybody here. It is called tell me more. Your job as a woman in every situation is to say, tell me more. Like as an example, if somebody comes in my chat and says, Mr. Let Go, you're a narcissist. Mr. Let Go, you hate women. Mr. Let Go, you're this. I'm not going to say, nope. I'm going to be like, well, why do you think I'm a narcissist? Why do you think I hate women? Why do you think I'm wrong? Tell me more, right? I'm always going to be on the receptive side of life because I want to learn more, because certain things I may be literally oblivious of. I may be totally oblivious of my own actions and what just came out of my mouth. And when you say, Mr. Lego, you said this, you did that. Instead of me saying, I didn't say that, what are you talking about? I'm going to be like, tell me more, right? So I'm trying to help y'all just build a bigger dialogue with whoever you're talking about or talking to. And I'm just, elaborate. Exactly. I'm just here to help y'all deal with conflict. That's it.
You had got a loan, and the loan we were saying like, yo, you should have took that money and taken care of people. But you were saying, well, I didn't. Like, so you said you paid the affiliates and not the customers.
So in her business, she has a jewelry business, and at some point something went wrong and a whole bunch of people never got their jewelry, and something had shut down. And instead of actually using the money that she actually had from the jewelry and giving it back to the people, she did not give the money back to the people. She did not issue refunds, right? Instead, she paid her affiliates or paid other people in order to do some other stuff and left the damn people that is waiting on a product just high and dry since 2022 or something. Think about that. So this is the level of stupidity we're dealing with right here.
Well, you can't do that.
So you honestly, when you say, I think of what people not realizing is,
I think what people are not realizing is, who is people? Who is people? You don't screw, I don't know how many thousands of people out of their product, and they have not gotten their product since 2022. And the first thing she wants to say is, I don't think what people ain't realizing is, who the hell is these people? What people? Man, what are you talking about? They just want their goddamn product, and you're saying what people ain't realizing. Realizing what? They're not realizing the product that they bought from you. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button.
Financial literacy is not just something somebody got common sense of.
Oh my God. Here we go. The victimization. The victimization again. Financial literacy isn't okay. It's not about financial literacy. It's really about common sense. If I sell you a product and you say, hey, I ain't got my product. Like, as an example, I sold out of my card games, but they're coming. So it's going to take a little longer for you to get your card games. But if somebody was to email me and say, hey, I want a refund, boom, I'm going to get you a refund. And speaking of my card games, let's do a quick commercial and get back to the show.
How about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play Deeper Discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend, a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
Durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
All right, so let's get back to it. But real quick, my Deeper Discussions card game is so amazing. So many people bought, I sold out, right? So I had to reorder more, and a whole bunch of people bought them, and they're on back order. If anybody turns around and says, yo, I don't want to wait, I'm just going to be like, boom, here's your refund. That is how it works. Somebody says on Instagram, how do I get my Deeper Discussions card game? Go to the link in my bio on Instagram. Go to the link in my bio on Instagram. It's easy to see. It's the only blue thing on my bio. So go in there, click the link, buy my Deeper Discussions card game. And like I'm saying, I sold out. So it may take about maybe 2-3 weeks for you to get it, but you will get it, because the thing about business is sometimes you sold out. Sometimes you sell out. Sometimes something goes wrong. But as long as you communicate with your the people and your customers, everybody's good. This woman has screwed people over since 2021. Shout out to Shell. I received mine a week ago. Shout out to Shell. Shout out to Shell. I received mine a week ago. Shout out to you. Thank you for buying it. But yeah, my Deeper Discussions card game will help you avoid stupid ass women like this and stupid ass men like this, because men are like this also. So my Deeper Discussions card game will literally give you an understanding of all the things that we're talking about here. Like, it's in a card game. So it's like, imagine how we're breaking down this stupid ass woman, right? Imagine my card game breaking down a person that you're potentially looking to date. It's the same thing. My card game asks specific principle-laden questions to the other person so you can get an understanding of how they think. So my Deeper Discussions card game actually is helping you delineate stupid people, just like I'm delineating what this stupid ass woman in this video is doing. So you can have a card game that will literally do what I'm helping you do right now. And you can just carry the card game around everywhere you go. So that's the significance of my card game versus anybody else's card game. My card game actually helps you delineate stupid people or point out stupid people. Hit a like button.
I know people say
No,
that.
that's cool.
I know people say that me being young means nothing. It means everything. Entrepreneurship is not taught.
All right, stop right there. I'm young. I'm dumb. Said by every single mother as an example. I don't think this woman is a single mother, but same old shit. Every time a woman has a baby out of wedlock, I was young and dumb. I was young. I was stupid. I didn't know. This is what she's doing. Like I told you, the number one rule for a woman is to establish herself as a victim in every potential situation. So she's jumping in there again. Hey, I just want y'all to know I'm young. I don't know about entrepreneurship. But guess what? This was crazy. She's talking to David Shands, who teaches entrepreneurship every freaking morning. See, entrepreneurship was taught to me by David Shands, the guy on the screen. He coached me for years. When I first started out, he was my coach. He's been teaching entrepreneurship for the last 7-8 years. So for her to say they don't teach entrepreneurship and you're on the damn phone with a person that teaches entrepreneurship is idiocy. It's idiotic.
And I know people say
No,
that.
that's cool.
I know people say that me being young means nothing. It means everything. Entrepreneurship is not taught.
You're being taught by an entrepreneur, you idiot.
Entrepreneurship is not taught. Entrepreneurship is not taught.
Hey, listen,
It's not taught. So
It actually is taught.
I hear you. Hear me out. When I got the loan, my mind was, okay, I remind you, I did not know the coronavirus was going to be a long time thing. I did not know that. So I'm thinking, since my vendor is finna ship out.
The name of this show is called Social Proof. The name of his show is called Social Proof Podcast. Look him up. Social Proof Podcast. This is my guy.
These people orders. In the meantime, while we waiting for that to happen, in the meantime, let me hire some professionals to help me with my business because it done grew out my hands. It done grew bigger than me. We was making $126,000 in a month. At first it was cool. I loved it, but it started to be very stressful.
So as you can see, this woman was making a lot of money. She was scamming people, selling jewelry or some shit. And all of a sudden, it got a little too much for her, and she started making $100 and some thousand a damn week, not a month, a week. But all those people never got their stuff.
Then I had all the affiliates. I had all, these employees. It just started to be a lot for me, and I was like, let me hire some people.
Okay, so I think you're still missing the point. We're not saying that we're just going to harp on things that you did wrong. We're telling you what you did wrong, and we're trying to move forward on helping you move forward, but you kept spending so much time trying to defend what you did and blame it on you being young. Okay, you were young, you made the mistake. We're trying to help you move forward. Even if.
Do y'all understand what he's saying, though? Do y'all understand what he's saying? All she's doing is trying to explain that she was young. She don't know what she's doing. And like, instead of trying to fix the actual problem, the reason why is, like I said, rule number 2, because we got 7 rules. Rule number 2 is a woman wants to be heard more than she wants to be helped. That's what she's doing. That's why she keeps saying, I did this, because women don't care about the solution. All they want is to plead their case and say, I was not wrong. It's not my fault. I am a victim. Y'all got to understand this, y'all.
Second half, we're saying you got to get that business out of that other person's name.
That is the solution. Get the business out of the other person's name. That is really it. That is it. That is all he is there to do. But she doesn't want to talk about that. She wants to talk about how all these people are mad at her and how these people in the comments. Women are children. She don't care. And these are the fundamental dynamics of a woman. And if you don't understand this, you're going to have relationship trouble for the rest of your life because you don't understand the fundamental dynamics of how a woman operates.
I'm not even willing to help you build another system out until we correct that.
And you kept defending the reason why it needs to be in someone else's name.
I'm not operating my business as my name as of right now. So my business operating in someone else's name under someone else LLC, and we're taking a profit to fund his and her dream collection to pay off.
So you money launder.
And that we can't help. So the goal isn't to like beat up on you. We're trying to help, but you have to be able to at least sit there and say, okay, I understand. Moving forward, this is what I'm going to do. But that's not what happened. And what I think you're about to do is try to defend yourself again.
I just want you to tell.
See what I'm saying? This is women. Like I said, he's beating a dead horse because she doesn't care. And these principles are going to get even worse. Not worse, but even more understandable. Because these women are extremely dysfunctional when it comes to communication. So, what is the answer? Don't deal with women? Of course not. That's not the way to go. It's to get an understanding of why women do what they do, so you can control your job as a man is to regulate their emotions. I'll say it again. Your job as a man, well, part of your job as a man is to regulate the emotions of the women that are around you. And Dave right now is having trouble regulating the emotions of this woman. And that is an issue that Dave has. He's not very versed at regulating a woman's emotions. He's just there to give advice. But you got to understand, the way a woman is wired, women don't want advice. They just want to babble about stupid shit and complain about how they're not the problem. So if you don't understand that, you're just going to keep spitting out advice over and over again. That's not how you deal with a woman, whether right or wrong. I'm saying women are dysfunctional. So I'm not saying it's right. But if you're going to deal with them, you have to understand how they actually think. They don't want advice. They want to be right, and they want to be heard.
Until we correct that.
And you kept defending the reason why it needs to be in someone else's name.
I'm not operating my business as my name as of right now. So my business operating in someone else's name under someone else LLC, and we're taking a profit to fund his and her dream collection to pay off.
So you money launder.
And that we can't help. So the goal isn't to like beat up on you. We're trying to help, but you have to be able to at least sit there and say, okay, I understand. Moving forward, this is what I'm going to do. But that's not what happened.
See right here. See, the thing about it is with women do not care about growth. Women do not care about being better people. Women only care about not looking bad, not looking stupid. They are going to find every angle possible in order to show out or show off that they're smarter than you, or as smart as you, or on the same level of intelligence as you, even if they're stupid. This is what's actually happening.
And what I think you're about to do is try to defend yourself again.
I just want you to tell your audience that me having my business someone else's name is not illegal. Because
I just want you to tell your audience, blah, 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 blah. This shit is bad. This shit is bad. This shit is bad.
It's not.
I didn't say it was illegal.
You put illegal practices.
It's not a good practice.
Nothing that I'm doing is illegal. It might not be in the best interest for some people, but it's not illegal. It's just like.
Now, what she's trying to say is what she's doing isn't illegal. Nobody said it was illegal, dummy. This is what women do. She is just trying to plead her case and say something that makes her look less bad. She doesn't give a damn. This man is trying to say, hey, the specific problem is you have your business in somebody else's name. And if you keep your business in somebody else's name, either one, y'all stop talking, they're going to owe taxes on all other things, and they're going to end up having some type of tax lien because it's in their name and you ain't paid no taxes. Two, you owe all these damn people and she going to have to pay the damn person back. But she don't care about that. She only cares about what makes her look bad. Think about this. To a certain degree, the other person is in legal problems, not her. She doesn't care about the other person. All she cares about is her looking bad in front of his audience that she went on a show to talk to people with. But what's going on, Stephanie?
How you doing, Slicko?
Good.
Oh man, this is it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. Business is hard in itself.
This ain't got nothing to do with business. This is women. This is women. This ain't. This is just an example. This is women stuff. This ain't no business stuff. This is women shit.
Well, I mean, if you can imagine that, a lot of women are saying the future is women, and if this is just a
what
little.
What do you mean the future is women? What is it? What?
They said the future is female. So if this is like women that
who said
are
that?
not men.
Nothing is female.
I've heard people say, well, this is the trajectory. The future is female. And I'm like, well, if they're running business like this,
I'm sure
they're
some
gonna run it to
dumbass
the ground.
woman that said that. There's nothing on the planet is female.
Mm.
Like nothing is female. There's no future that's female. Like women don't own or run any sector of the entire world. Like women are the children of our society. Women and children are the same damn people. Y'all are just taller. And
but we don't care. We want to look good, like you said, so that it appears that we're running things. Or like they said, with the man's the head and we're the neck, so we're turning things. It don't make no sense. There's no logic in the neck, right? The logic in the head.
The logic is in the head, right? Exactly. So that's the thing. So I don't know who said this stupid shit about women are the future. Women are not no damn future. Women are the children of our society, and it would move y'all to just sit down somewhere and just damn listen, you know. But you know, women, and I blame women empowerment because you know all these stupid ass women are just running around holding their fists up like women empowerment, you know, because they got a job and shit. You know, it's crazy. They all got jobs. Black men make more money than black women, but black women think they're smarter than black men.
Yeah.
For why? Like you don't even make more money than black men. Like it's just dumb, you know? So one woman might make $200,000 a year, and they look at that one black woman and say, yeah, women know that woman.
Yeah, that specific one.
Yeah. Your ass making $50,000 and you got 6 degrees, but you that woman over there, women are that woman is, not women are. Woman is.
But like Aaron,
not
like
women
you said, we'll attach to that. We will attach to the good parts of that group, but we won't attach to the ratchet and all that other stuff, the stuff with the childish stuff. We won't attach ourselves to that, like you said, in part, which is making yourself look good and appear like I'm doing the right things, which is exactly what you said.
All right, so let's keep going.
Someone who got bad credit, and they use someone to put.
Look at Dave. Look at Dave. He's like, I'm sick of this shit. Like, I'm finna stop. I'm so tired of this shit. Because and Stephanie, you already know, like I be getting frustrated. Like dealing with women is super annoying. You know? Like
I've gotten you frustrated so many times, so I know.
but you know, you listen though. But there are women that act just like her, right? Do you know women that act just like her?
Yes, I encounter them every day.
Oh, man. Yeah, so it's like you just like, man, what the hell? So you start looking at like, is it worth it? You know, that's why I slowed down on my coaching. I still coach, but you don't be advertising it no more because the average woman is dysfunctional, right?
Right.
One of the reasons why I backed off on coaching or advertising, I don't advertise shit because I am going to attract goofy, dumbass women that are now going to be in my responsibility drawer, and they going saying stupid shit. I can deal with 1, 2. I can't deal with like 17 just goofy ass woman asking me stupid shit, whining about all this dumb. You get what I'm saying? I can deal with a couple. You know, so so I kind of like
it gets so repetitive, and this is really literally that dysfunction that fueled, not to go off topic, Kevin Samuel's page, because they just kept giving him all the right they kept giving him grounds. He's like, I'm just telling you guys the same thing. Okay, well, you want to hear it again? Here's episode 6, the exact same topic, because you girls don't listen.
Right. So yeah.
There to be a co-signer. Like, it's the same thing.
I did not say it was illegal.
That nigga's like, I did not say it was illegal. I'm so sick of you. This shit is hilarious. That shit is hilarious. He is so frustrated. Oh, I gotta play this again. That shit is hold up.
Say it was.
Hello, y'all. This shit is hilarious. This nigga is mad.
I just want you to tell your audience that me having my business someone else's name is not illegal, because it's not.
I didn't say it was illegal. I
You
didn't say
put
it was
illegal
I said
practices.
it's not a
Nothing
good practice.
that I'm doing is illegal. It might not be in the best interest for some people, but it's not illegal. It's just like someone who got bad credit and they use someone to put their to get a bit.
Dave is like, what is happening? What's up, bossy? I mean, Dave is like about to pull the rest of his hair out.
The little pieces left. Oh man. Oh my God.
This is the shit we got to deal with. Dealing with women. This shit is.
I wouldn't want to be a man. I mean, I make myself sick sometimes. You know, when you just sit there, you're like, man, you know, you were wrong. You know, you just chilled out.
Well, Stephanie, just remember.
Okay.
Y'all have titties, so I don't give a damn. Bring all of it. I'll tolerate it, because man, please. Talking about you wouldn't want to be a man. See, you don't know the beauty of all these little body parts that are attached to y'all that we love so much. No hell, I love y'all.
So that just makes everything go away, essentially.
Oh, yeah, yes, 1000%. Because the thing about it is, I can kick the woman out after whether if I'm done with her or not. So yeah. Okay, I'll call you back. Yeah. Okay, let me call you. Get out of here. So I don't have to be stuck with this shit, So yeah, play with your titties.
It comes standard on all women.
Yeah, play with your titties and let you find about some stupid shit and call your Uber, get you out here, and life is good. Like,
this is bad.
It's not hard. It's not that difficult.
The co-signer, like, it's the same.
Look at it.
I did not say it was illegal. I said.
See, he's coaching. He can't play with her titties. That's why he's so mad. He ain't getting nothing out of this shit.
Oh my God.
She ain't even paying him. He's just on a live trying to clear up some shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's not good business practice. I said you should try to get out of that situation as soon as possible. That's what I said. I wasn't calling you. I didn't say you did nothing illegal. I'm saying get out of that situation as soon as possible. But you did not hear that because you kept defending it like you had. This is my last point, okay? Because I think you are brilliant. You're going to be super successful. But you are going to have to listen to somebody.
So right here, you're going to have to listen to somebody, right? Here's the bottom line. Here is the bottom line for every woman. You're going to have to listen to somebody. But the level of dysfunction the average woman has, she's not going to get there because nobody is ever going to. See, the thing about it is, you see a baby walking down the street, what you going to do?
You're gonna be like, oh, look at the little baby.
And you're going to pick up the baby and save the baby.
For the attention.
Women are the same way. Women are little babies walking down the street. So if a woman is attractive enough, she's going to have somebody that's just going to pick her up and take her out of the street. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no reason for anybody, for the woman, sadly, to actually change or grow, because there's always going to be some dude who's going to come in and pick her up and save her from her own stupidity.
Does it differ when that woman has a father presence as opposed to not having a father presence, because maybe she'll be more apt to listen because she's had a man of authority over her, giving her instructions. Would that be a major difference?
Yeah. So that's yeah, because my daughters come to me, and if anything, if my daughter breaks a nail, she knows she's supposed to call me. Like, I don't care what's going on. What's going on? What happened? You know? So yeah, my daughters come to me because you know, I'm going to give them what they need, but I also am going to give them the correction and the structure, you know, and my daughters listen to me. So yeah. So yeah, having a father is important, but you gotta understand most women don't. So they're just out here just like, you know, bumbling idiots. So women do not care about growth. They only care about not looking bad. This is why women wear wigs and makeup. She can be crazy, unattractive, incompetent, with a badass attitude. She isn't going to care because in her mind, she's perfect because of the wig and makeup. This is the reason why women wear all this bullshit, because it makes them feel good about themselves. I it was a video of a horse and it had braids. And of course, it was a voiceover talking like it was a horse, and the horse was like, "Oh yeah, girl, you know, can't nobody tell me nothing. I got these braids. I look good." Da, 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 da. And that is exactly how women operate. A whole horse can look like a horse and think the horse looks like a human simply because it has braids, and that is the mind of a woman. A woman literally does not understand that you are a horse with braids. Like, you're not, you know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is, like, you put a hat or, you know, a wig on a woman or what's a makeup on her, she's going to walk around actually thinking that she's perfect and nothing's wrong with her. And I think that's the biggest problem with women. Two things. One, is always going to be some dude that's going to pick her up out of the street and save her from her own stupidity. And then two, it's the wigs and makeups and shit that always make them feel like they're perfect when they look in the mirror.
Right. I was literally on an IG live listening to a man interact with women, and they was like, "We always get the best, but I only get fine men." But as you said, looking at her, it's not, you know, a natural Black woman. It's like me, the makeup. She had a wig, really like extra accentuated features, and you could see the baby hairs, and you're an old lady. But you don't accept who you truly are, because if you take up all that, what do you really look like? I'm a horse, you know, I look crazy. But
the problem with that is she says, "I always get men." Women aren't supposed to get all of these men. They're supposed to get one man.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't keep one man because of all of these things, the attitude, the delusion, you know, the disillusion. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is, once a woman gets an understanding that I am the problem, and putting a wig on is not going to fix it. Acting like a victim is not going to fix it.
Right.
So, and now she puts herself in a position where she starts, because the worst thing anybody could ever give y'all, two things: money and a vagina. You know, if y'all don't have these two things, y'all would not have these problems. You know, so so yeah.
It reminds me of the scripture, like you said, like love covers a multitude of sins, like a wig covers a multitude of your imperfections, like your makeup is like a filter of your multitude of your attitudes and your dysfunction. Like, we really walk with this, we focus on this one thing, and we don't really address, like you said, all the other stuff that is the real you, not the representative.
Yeah. So rule 3, women must have an out in order to resolve themselves from any responsibility. Women must have an out in order to resolve themselves of any responsibility. Why? Because a woman's primary goal in life is to not be wrong. The understanding of a woman's need to not be wrong will save your life as a man or as a woman. I wasn't defending myself like I should have. That's what she's about to say in a second.
Not listen to somebody. instead of like going back on, let me just explain why, and why you did something is irrelevant moving forward. We just got to move forward. That's it.
But when I
Now he said we got to move forward. Listen, what she's about to say some dumb shit.
came on the show, I was asking, how do I move forward? But I think we was focused on the fact that my business was in someone else's name.
Yes. Okay, good.
You see that, right? She's aware that I came on the show looking to move forward, but I was so focused on the past. She said that. We're getting somewhere, right? Let's see what happens here. We're getting somewhere.
We're on the same page. So we had to focus on the fact that the business is not in your name, because we can't move forward in a business that's not in your name.
Right. So we're on to something, right? Show's over, right? Actually, no. She gets more dumber. So watch this. So we now have established an understanding of the entire problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
It only gets worse.
We can't though. Who made that rule?
I'm not coaching that. I'm not.
This idiot said, who made that rule? Remember, rule 3, a woman must have an out in order to establish herself in order to resolve herself of any responsibility. She now is saying, who made up that rule?
Right.
Now she's making up reasons why she's still right. What you just said isn't cut and dry. Who made up that rule? Google that. Who said that? What philosopher said you have to do this? She's finding ways to resolve herself of responsibility. This is the shit I'm talking about. So now we're back in square one, back in the dummy drawer.
I'm going to tell you, all right, cool. Keep it in somebody else's name. Build it. I'm not going to say that. I'm sorry.
So you think it's no one out here, $1 million people who have their business in someone else's name? It's plenty. How you think I came up with the idea? You need to do your research on Pandora in 2018. They went literally bankrupt, and he hired a new CEO, and then they
hiring a CEO is not putting the business in somebody else's name. Hiring a CEO is hiring somebody to actually run your company. There's an owner and there's a CEO. The CEO is not usually the owner. It's the CEO.
built their business, and they came out with the Pandora bracelet. I did all my research. I studied it. I talked to lawyers. That's how I came up with that I can put my business in someone else's name. It's not
think
illegal.
that's the same thing?
Him hiring a new CEO?
No. I'm not.
You got to understand, she's stupid. You have to understand that.
Aaron, is this like putting your bills in your children's name and trying to operate?
Yes. You got bad credit, so you put your light bill in your child's name. That's exactly what she's doing. Yes.
Okay. Wow. And I haven't only been listening just a little bit and can hear that. Yeah, that's not.
That's how bad it is. This woman is a pure idiot. But this is what has happened to a lot of Atlanta people. None of us in Atlanta have jobs. I don't have a job. Okay. So it turns into a cool thing to become an entrepreneur and not have a job. And there are so many different ways to actually, get around not having a job, sell this, sell that, selling ass, selling jewelry, whatever. So women in Atlanta do not want to work. So they keep trying to come up with different schemes that actually would make them money. But most of these schemes are short-term schemes, and they end up looking stupid in year 2 or year 3.
Right.
And because like I said, this woman is pre-coronavirus. She was making hundreds of thousands of dollars a week.
Wow.
She didn't know what the hell she was doing. So she had no structure, no infrastructure.
You got to money to get structure. She had money.
The problem with women inherently. Women just go out and do stuff with zero structure, with zero infrastructure. And they just get mad when things fall apart. It goes back to the wigs. A wig is no structure, but I look pretty. You get what I'm saying? And then they get mad when the man don't want them because there's no infrastructure under the wig. Right. It's the same thing as starting a business and you ain't got no infrastructure.
Oh, yeah. It's very, like you said, I can understand, like you said, if it was short term, you didn't want to get kicked out of your house or your apartment, don't want to lose your things. But You have to put standards of procedures into things. You have to legitimize getting money. And as we've seen during the pandemic, they started cracking down on the cash apps and everything because people just out here making countless amount of money. Okay, we're going to get that. We're going to get some of that money. So when you try to, like you said, conduct business the same way, you're going to get audited. That's why you're here, right? That's why she's here right now to try to move forward. But like you said, she ain't listening to anything.
Yeah, in Atlanta, Navy Federal actually kicked out thousands of black people because some idiot put out on TikTok that there was a Navy Fed play, and just go in Navy Federal and say this and they'll give you this big ass loan, and a whole bunch of people got the loan and started defaulting.
I remember that.
And then the damn people started acting like victims, saying it was racism. No, a black dude told y'all dumbasses to go up and lie and fraud goddamn Navy Federal, and they kicked all of y'all asses out, and simply because all of y'all are black, because the black people are the dumbass people who was doing it. Now it's racism.
I heard a woman said, I'm fat because of racism. I was like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That don't make no sense.
I know exactly. I got the video. I'll look for it. I got the video of the stupid ass woman that said that. I totally agree. You know what? Hold on. Let me see if I can find that video. I'm glad you said that. It's way down here. I know exactly what I know exactly what you're. Let me see.
It's all racism.
Hold on. I'm glad you said that. And it's not gonna be hard for me to find. I can just find this fat neck ass woman.
Oh my God.
I found it. Look how fast it was.
Uh-oh. It's confirmation.
Following the diet than our white women counterparts. And
look how fast I found it.
Even when we're following the diet than our white women counterparts. And what public health practitioners think is that our stress responses in the body change our metabolism. It's literally that the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
The cheering from the crowd is the most disgusting part of this right here. It's not even about what she said, because some women are so delusional where they don't need a microphone, you know? So to a certain degree, this woman may just be out of her mind and somebody just put her up there in front of a mic to embarrass herself. So the person that I'm more embarrassed of, the crowd of women clapping for this freaking woman. So, yeah. But this is what I'm saying. Women are going to find every way to victimize themselves. This woman is saying she's fat because of racism.
Mm-hmm.
This is the shit we got to deal with when it comes to women. Shit is crazy.
Sounds wrong. Hired a new CEO because a CEO doesn't necessarily own a company. You said there's a friend. They had the whole business in their name. Meaning, if you made a bunch of money and you like went to live in Panama or something like that, that person is stuck with the taxes. Or you're building this person's name and then you try to go get a loan and it says, well, you don't have anything. That's just not good business practice.
Right
and
now,
you're saying the
that's
story
not
of
my focus.
pandemics the same?
You listen to what you're saying, because I don't think you're understanding me, right? You're talking about.
Now, remember, the problem was to change the business out of her name. Now she's saying that is not my focus. So why the hell are you on this damn live, ma'am? Because that is the only advice that are there. You gotta, if you just think about the advice as this keeps going, the only advice they're gonna keep giving her is that same shit, because that's the only thing she can do.
Me getting loans from someone, that is not my focus. My focus right now is, it's kind of like people buying a house. Let me use an example so people can understand, because a lot of people in the comments, y'all don't have a business, so y'all don't understand.
Wow. Y'all don't have a business, but y'all don't understand.
Now she's throwing us under the bus.
But guess what? She don't have a business either, because it's in somebody else's name.
Yeah.
So she don't have a business. So she's sitting here trying to talk mess about the people watching. Y'all don't have a business. Y'all don't understand. Bitch, you don't have no business.
It's kind of like I want a mortgage, right? But I don't have no credit. I don't have, a good proof of income. I have to work on building it. So instead, as of right now, let me go get me an apartment so I can work on building myself to be able to get this home, right? To be able to get this mortgage.
She's making no sense. And this is what women do. They love to babble in order to sound like they know what they're talking about. Women literally don't care. They just want to babble in order to get somebody to get sick of them and just say, okay, here's whatever it is you want. Women enjoy babbling so much where the person that's listening will just say, forget it. Here you go. Here's the problem, and they'll fix it. This is what women do. This is what children do. Women are children.
Right now at this moment, I don't care about taking out loans. That's not my goal right now. My goal right now is to put this business in my free name so it can still operate. Everything that I have learned in the past, make sure we're doing it right. Right now,
she ain't got no money and she's running around taking out loans.
We have shipped out all of our orders, everything on time. I have learned from all my past, like everything is good. And in the meantime, I am trying to figure out who to hire, which I asked you, so that I can fix my business.
So she's taking out loans and she want to hire more people, but she ain't got no damn money and ain't got no products.
And get everything back going so I can put it back in my name. You can't just I can't just put my business back in my name with no foundation of what I'm going to do.
You should have did in the first place.
I can't argue with you. I think an apartment is different, or like getting a cosigner is still a bad idea, but it's still different than building
but it don't
an
mean
entire.
It's wrong though. It doesn't mean it's wrong. That's all.
Remember, rule number 2. A woman wants to be heard more than rule number 1. Actually, no. Where is the rule about being wrong? Women are more focused on being right instead of the solution being fixed. So she's literally arguing that don't mean it's wrong though. All she cares is she wants to appear to be smart and not stupid. That's the only thing she cares about.
I'm saying the things that I did was what I had to do to keep the business going. But it's not wrong. A lot of people think, why you renting an apartment? It's wasting money. You can be doing this, could be doing that. But that don't mean that renting is wrong.
See, it's always about that don't mean is wrong. She don't care about nothing else but being not wrong.
I'm not going to tell you.
Someone asked a question. They said, why am I asking for advice when I already know the answer? That is a good question.
You hear this, right?
Done.
No, she's a woman. This is what women do. This is what women do. It's just different levels. Of course, every woman isn't this stupid, but this is how women literally operate. I'm dead ass serious. This is their logic. They don't care. They're children. It's like arguing with a child about why they can't get candy. They don't care why they can't get candy. They just want it. It's girl math. They don't care.
You know what? I'm not going to tell you.
Someone asked a question. They said, why am I asking for advice when I already know the answer? That is a good question.
So rule number 5, and then we're gonna go back to rule number 4 because somehow I got a little mixed up. So this is rule number 5, and we're gonna go back to rule number 4. Rule number 5, and we're gonna go back to rule number 4, is women don't seek advice, they seek confirmation. Women don't seek advice, women seek confirmation. They are not looking for somebody to tell them what they should do. They are looking to somebody to confirm what they already are thinking.
Right.
On tonight's conversation, virtually every question women have when they come up to the stage is going to be formulated in a way where they can get us to agree with them. They'll say, why is it that these men are intimidated. Why are these men intimidated by a strong woman? In order for us to say, well, because you're strong, or some stupid shit, right? So women formulate questions in order to get confirmation of what they're already thinking, in order to look right all over again. Because you got to remember, just like a child wants ice cream. They don't care why they can't get ice cream. They're going to do everything they can to get ice cream. Even though ice cream is hurtful to them, they don't care. They just want ice cream. That is the foundational mindset of a woman. Women don't give a damn. So women don't seek advice. They seek confirmation. They want someone to agree with the stupid shit that she's doing. And sadly, they usually always get that confirmation. From who? From who?
Themselves.
No, other women.
Yes, the women. That's what I mean. Sorry.
Because other women are usually as stupid as she is, and she's accustomed to hearing stupid shit that women are saying, which is usually in agreement with her, because other women around her are usually as stupid as she is. Hence, when they get so upset and irate when someone like me or Dave is in front of her saying something contrary to what she's thinking. That's why she gets so upset, because most women aren't used to somebody saying, all right, that don't make no damn sense. That's stupid. Excuse me? Women get offended because they're used to stupid people agreeing with them.
We have everything agreeing with us. We have the government agreeing with us. We got social media agreeing with us. Yep. We got our sisterhood agreeing with us. We can't lose. That's basically it.
Yeah.
There'll be a movement for that.
Yeah. So everything in your life as a woman is confirmation of what you're already thinking. So when you run into somebody that's contrary, you think the other person is the problem.
In my head, I know exactly what I need to do, how to do it. And when I go speak to people, I just want to figure out how to put my plan into action and to take it to the next level. But instead, it's like.
But you can't do that until you fix the problem. And this is what I'm saying. It's like wanting to drive a car. If your car is on the side of the road, you can't drive it until you fix the shit. But she's just like, I just want to go to work. Ma'am, you got to fix the car first. But I want to go to work. You going to fix the car? I need to go to work. You need to fix the car.
She's stuck in the past of all the past success that she had, and how she was doing things and came up with that formula. That's like you literally said that's where she is. She's stuck.
Yeah, because a woman's child mind doesn't understand that there are life pitfalls moving forward. So a woman's brain, if things are going right, she expects things to continue to go right. And if things aren't going the same way as they were going, she's just going to stay back when they were going right. It's actually called disassociation. So imagine this. You're in a relationship with an amazing guy, right? He love bombed you. He took you to all these places, sent you all these different things. He was perfect, right? And then he started beating you up, right? In your mind, you're not going to leave him. The reason why is because he was so amazing in the beginning. You're going to be like, okay, this can't be happening. I know who he actually is. He is that guy that was love bombing me, that was taking me to all these different places, that he was kissing me and all this other stuff. So this is not happening. And your brain is going to go back to who he was when he was doing all these nice things, and you're going to ignore the present experiences that you're getting from him, because in your mind, you don't want him to be this person.
You are absolutely right.
So you're literally just going to stay with him and just reminisce of when things was good. This is a woman's brain.
Yes.
Am I wrong?
No, I went through this with my my friend. I would say, I said, it's been 5 years, girl. You want to get married, and homeboy don't really want to, and you're kind of making it easy for him to be in the situation, but yet he's hurting you, this and that. I know, but he used to The Eustace. Bring it right back up. He wasn't always like this. He did, do things, or when I do, he does give me advice. But you just was crying to me last night of that he was cheating on you. And I'm like, ugh. So I'm like, it's very vicious when you're in it, but when you come out of it and see how you were stuck, it's like, wow, it's very powerful. And
the thing about it is, it's not vicious when you're in it, and it's not like that when you come out of it. Not dismissing the woman's experience,
right?
Because when the woman comes out of it, she's not happy because she still doesn't have that guy. See, women want things to go their way. So getting out of the relationship and not having a guy, she doesn't get her way. She wants her way. So she's still not happy when she gets out of it because she didn't get her way. She didn't win. So the thing about it is,
right.
I'm not being dismissive, and I'm not saying how women feel or don't feel, but it's a false sense of something, right? Because if most women aren't even aware of what happened, right? So the next situation, she's going to do the same shit because she wasn't aware of what she did wrong. And that's the reason why I'm saying it didn't happen the way you think it did. And a woman doesn't feel that way after she gets out, because she's still going to reminisce of how good it could have been. And she's going to compare the beginning of that relationship to the next relationship. And when the next man don't do all that shit, she's going to be mad that he isn't love bombing her like the abusive man was love bombing her, because she still doesn't care.
And
child that just wants ice cream. She doesn't care about anything else but getting her way. Go ahead.
And by, like you said, dismissing that man, you may be missing out on a good man that can lead you and help you get to a better place and treat you the right way. But you're so dismissive here, thinking about the past.
Her priorities are ice cream.
Right.
Her priorities are the love bombing, because once she had the amazing sex, the amazing trips, the amazing treatment, that now is her level. So she doesn't compare to, remember, she literally disassociated herself from the beating and all this crazy stuff. So that literally isn't even in her past. The only thing she remembers is the first part and the last part. She doesn't remember the middle part of when it was crazy. So the first part is a love bombing, and the last part is, oh, I got out. I'm healed.
I graduated. I graduated.
So now when the woman is not in a relationship, she feels healed simply because she's no longer in pain. You're not healed. You're just no longer in pain. So now you run around happy and you have a false sense of being healed. You're just no longer in pain. And this is the problem with women. That's the reason why they don't grow.
Absolutely.
You know what? I'm not going to tell you.
Someone asked a question. They said, why am I asking for advice when I already know the answer? That is a good question. In my head, I know exactly what I need to do, how to do it.
In my head, I know exactly what I need to do. I'm simply looking for confirmation. That is exactly what she's saying right here. She's saying, in my head, I know what I need to do. I just need somebody to confirm what I'm saying. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all understand what that actually looks like. Put a 1 in the chat if you understand what I'm actually saying when I said women don't seek advice. They are looking for confirmation. And going back to number 4, rule number 4, because I skipped number 4, women literally don't care. If she isn't getting what she feels she should have, nothing else matters. She ruins lives. She'll ruin her own family. She'll traumatize her own kids. She'll leave her marriage. It doesn't matter. Her feelings are more important than anything. Women don't give a shit about who they hurt. Let me pull up a video that would give you an understanding of what this actually looks like in real time. A woman's feelings are the most important thing to her. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find this video. Shit, where is it? I found it. Now listen to this dumb shit. This is what women do. Listen to this stupid shit.
On to the fact that I had not spoken to my mom for 6 months because I was angry with her. And she had been trying to contact me, calling me, sending me messages, mailing me little things and stuff like that.
Where were you mad at her?
My father had died a really long time.
Now, this is just an example. Don't get too far into this story. Just listen to what she says and listen to how she feels at the end. My feelings were so important to me.
Time ago in 1992, and we had his ashes. I always had this idea that I was going to take it to Barbados and I was going to take a boat out in the Caribbean Sea.
Remember, all a woman wants is what she wants. She doesn't give a shit about who she hurts, who she affects, and what other people want. She just wants what she wants. So right now, her father dies. Her mother is dying. She doesn't care about her mother dying. All she cares about is getting her father's ashes and dropping the ashes in the red blue sea or some shit she's saying. But watch what happens. Remember, that's all she cares about.
And I was going to empty his ashes into the sea. Well, obviously, a couple of decades passed.
She waits a couple decades to do this. She still doesn't care. So when her mom actually does something with the ashes, she gets mad at her mom and doesn't talk to her for 6 months. She doesn't do anything with the ashes for decades, but she still gets mad at the mom. Watch this.
So I didn't get around to it. So it was always this thing that I was going to do. She took his ash.
Remember, there's always this thing I was going to do, but she doesn't do it for decades. And then look how alarmed and offended she is when her mother does something with her husband's ashes.
He took his ashes to his parents' cemetery plot and buried them there. And I was so angry.
This is women. Now, are you seeing what I'm saying, Stephanie? It's about, this is women. This is not this little stupid ass woman on that video. This is what women do.
Right.
She has ashes that she wants to spread in the sea. She doesn't do it for 20 years. And then her mother does something with the ashes because that's her husband. Right. And she turns around and gets mad at her mother and kicks her out because of what she did with her father's ashes that she didn't do with the ashes. But let's keep going. It's not dumb. It's women. Remember, rule number 4. I'm sorry. Women literally don't care if she isn't getting what she feels she should have. She doesn't care. Women don't give a shit about nobody.
Angry, and I was so angry. You didn't ask me. You didn't ask my stepbrothers and my father had other children from previous relationships. You didn't ask any of us if anybody wanted them and wanted to do something.
That's her husband.
Different with them. Why would you do that? But a part of me knew in my bones why she did it.
Did you know she had cancer? Oh, you didn't.
She died of cancer. Just think about that. You're so stupid. Your mom died of cancer, and your dumbass was spent the whole time angry at her over some goddamn ashes.
I just was angry, and I was just projecting and just being an infant and just being a dick, because I could. My anger was really important to me.
That part.
Wow.
My anger is very important to me.
Yeah.
A woman.
I can too. I felt like that at times when you want the other people to hurt or if you want to get back at them.
Yeah.
That is more important at the moment because it makes you feel good in your own self-justice.
Yeah. So a woman's anger is very important to her. And this is the thing that women do to men. She'll get angry at a man, and she doesn't give a shit about the kids. No, nothing. Her anger is the most important thing to her, and she'll literally blow up her whole family simply because she's angry.
Yeah. Women, I think women sometimes, women kind of criticize men, and I don't like hearing that all the time. I know unfortunate things do happen at the hands of certain people that just go into rage, and other people, are not on the planet. But women is just as bad. It's just as vile, deep and dark in that anger that, like you said, they don't care. They're dismissive. You'll be like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna go on a whole girls trip and leave my children at home for 10 days, starving.
Do you know how many women who have literally let their kids die because they'll leave their child at home and go out of town for like 6 days, and the child will just be dead when they come back?
It hurt. You wonder, like,
it's and we can't keep saying she's just stupid, because it's not a she, it's just a stupid thing. Women have this issue, and it's not stupidity. Women have these little brains, these little dinosaur brains. And that's why I'm saying it's so important for every woman to be married and have a husband. Women are not supposed to be out here by themselves because they have little dinosaur brains.
Yeah, we do need regulation. I stated this on TikTok panel one this is last night, and just giving, they said, well, what is a man, what is a man, and what does he offer? I was like, oh, he just offers all these great things: his strength, his protection, provision. I said, his ability to regulate us. What? The chat went crazy. What? We got our own, we have our own rights, and we're smart. It's like,
you do not have your own mind. You do not have your own belief system. You don't have your own nothing. Everything that you believe comes from men. Whether it's a pastor, whether it's social media, it comes from men. Y'all don't believe shit. God is a man. All of this shit comes from males.
Yeah, we're just extensions. That's it.
Yeah.
But we don't want to be extensions.
Right. Oh, here's another part. I forgot about this part. Let's play this part. This is the same stupid shit. So what I'm doing is I'm showing y'all that it's not this one dumbass women. It's dumbass women.
She wasn't gonna survive this.
How do I not understand you?
Perfect example. You feel that I need affection.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more about being seen. You're so in with the boys and cooking, and I appreciate it all.
Look at her. She just shut out. She instantly shut out, right? Let's watch.
To the max. But I feel like I'm a ghost in the house.
Watch this. 1, 2.
And I feel like I'm a robot.
Come on, man.
See what I'm saying? Why? Because she wants to be right. She doesn't give a fuck. She has to be heard. What was principle number 2? Women want to be heard more than being helped. They don't care about how you feel. They care about being heard. They don't give a fuck. Now are you starting to see it ain't just the little stupid fat girl? No, it's all these goddamn women. They got the same fucking problem.
2.
And I feel like I'm a robot.
Come on, man.
He's saying he feels like a ghost, like you don't see him.
I understand that.
Well, that you did not convey that. Your response was, and I'm a robot.
And that is an issue. It's always but this. It's not like
it goes both ways.
So I'm just letting you, I'm just showing y'all, it's not just this little stupid girl right here. It's not, it's women. It's a way bigger problem. And women love to just pin it. Oh, she's so stupid. No, it's not she. It's they. It's y'all. Y'all have to understand, because the thing about it is, I'm not going to sit around and just call women stupid, because it's not about stupidity. It's about their reluctance to be aware of your own stupidity. So it's a difference between being stupid and not being aware of your own stupidity. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
We all have the capacity to be stupid and do stupid shit, right? But you stop yourself from doing the stupid shit. Women don't.
No.
Men do stupid shit. Women do stupid shit. But we stop doing stupid shit. Women don't stop doing stupid shit. So it's not about whether a woman is stupid or not. It's about the reluctance of a woman to stop herself from being stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Women don't do that because they don't care. There's no repercussions. If I go out and punch somebody in the face, I'm gonna get sued. I'm gonna go to jail. All this other shit is gonna happen. You get what I'm saying? Or the dude might punch me back in the face and beat me up, and I'm embarrassed and film me on the floor looking dumb, right? Women don't have those repercussions.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm thinking about Martin Lawrence when he was trying to be the Kung Fu Joe and he tried to beat the guy up and hit him on the ground. He was all like twitching on the ground. That was freaking hilarious. I am so sorry.
Imagine when you see women get in fights, nobody ever loses. It's just a whole bunch of this, and then what happens after that? After this, what happens?
I don't know. They keep going.
Any love and hip hop scene when the women starts fighting, what happens?
I don't even know because I don't even.
Somebody breaks it up.
Nobody breaks it up.
Somebody breaks it up. And they pull them apart, and nobody loses. Nobody ends up on the floor. Nobody ends up with a face kicked in, because when they fighting, somebody's always going to save them from the other person, and now they just yelling across the room at each other. No repercussions. When men fight, somebody gets their face stomped in. Women don't get their face stomped in because there's always somebody there to pull them apart and stop them from fighting. Because women are children.
You're absolutely right.
The people, I just want to figure out how to put my plan into action and to take it to the next level. But instead, it's like I'm not getting the answers that I want. And people saying I'm being defensive. I'm not being defensive. I'm just standing on what I believe in and what I know.
All right, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Shout out to Risa. Risa said, I had a breakthrough in communications with the card game. Had a great moment in opening up with my 22-year-old daughter. We had. Shout out to Risa. Yo, I'm telling y'all now, that is specifically why my Deeper Discussions card game is so helpful to people.
How about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game?
Everybody read the bottom of the screen while this commercial is going. Everybody read the bottom of the screen while this commercial is going.
We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Read the bottom of the screen, everybody. Everybody, read the bottom of the screen. It's very important. Shout out to Risa.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play Deeper Discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussion.
Read the bottom of this screen, y'all. Read what Risa says at the bottom of this screen and buy your card game.
Dating edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend, a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
Durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
Thank you so much for sharing what type of breakthrough you and your daughter went through, because that's the reason why I'm here. And that's why I love doing what I do, because the things that I create, sometimes they're a little harsh or whatever, but the thing about it is, if you believe in it, it will literally change your life. So shout out to Risa. She says, I had a breakthrough in communications with the card game that she bought for me, Deeper Discussions. Had a great moment in opening up with my 22-year-old daughter. We had a great time. I love that. I love that. I absolutely love that. Thank you for sharing that, Risa. That just really made my day. All right, let's get back to it.
I'm not getting the answers that I want. And people saying I'm being defensive. I'm not being defensive. I'm just standing on what I believe in and what I know. I'm not getting the answers that I want. And people saying I'm being defensive. I'm not being defensive. I'm just standing on what I believe in.
So she says she's not getting the answers that she wants. Remember, women don't seek advice. They seek confirmation. They want somebody to agree with the stupid shit that they're doing. And sadly, they usually always get the confirmation from who? From other stupid ass women. Hence, why they go and get so upset and irate when someone actually says to them that they're doing something wrong.
Right.
What I know.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you're building a business in someone else's name, my number one objective to you is to find out what does it cost to get the business back in your name. You said it was something you had to do was $8,000 or something like that. I don't know. My advice is let's go figure out how to get this $8,000, then put the business in our name, then build that $1 million company back.
See how easy that is? But like again, you know she's about to derail the conversation again because she's stupid.
I'm just saying I don't think, just me, I don't think that's a good idea. But I'm not going to argue with you on like who's right or who's wrong. I mean, this is your business. And I'm going to give you the best answer that I have to assist you. I don't have another answer for you. Saying, yeah, keep building that business in your friend's name. That could go bad real fast for a bunch of people.
When I say I'm building my business in my friend's name, I don't think you're understanding me. My business only in my friend's name right now, while I am fixing up, trying to get things back good on my end. That's the only reason it's there. I'm not going 100 miles per hour on my friend business. No, it's just there temporarily. That's it, just temporarily. It's just, this is a temporarily fix until right now. Because if I just focus on putting the business in my name right now, I would be stuck. Like I wouldn't know what to do. You have to have cash flow, and 500 was like, go get a job. Like, let's be real, that's not the answer to the question. I done had accounting jobs. Like, that's.
So she's literally saying that getting a job isn't the answer. Well, what is the answer? What's the answer?
Slow, and it's not gonna get me where I need to be.
What's up, Lori? So she said getting a job is slow. It's not going to get me where I need to be. Where is she trying to get to? Nowhere. She just wants what she wants, like a child.
Yeah, like I need real advice about, okay, this is the game plan. This is how we're gonna map it out. We're gonna pay this percentage every week. Like, that's what I need, a real breakdown of how to get out the situation.
So what she actually is saying now is bringing us to principle number 6. Principle number 6 is women are inherently lazy. I'll say it again. Principle number 6. What's up, Lori? Women are inherently lazy. Their most advantageous means of fixing a problem is not fixing it. It's getting someone else to fix it for them. I'll repeat, because this is very important. Rule number 6, women are inherently lazy. Their most advantageous means of fixing a problem is not fixing it. It's getting someone to fix it for them. That's what's actually happening right now. She can go get a job and pay the $4,000. It's just $4,000 or some shit. Like, she can fix her own problem. She doesn't want to fix her own problem. She wants Dave to come in and fix her problem for her, because why? Women are inherently lazy.
That's a good idea. But I'm not going to argue with you on like who's right or who's wrong. I mean, it's not. This is your business, and I'm going to give you the best answer that I have to assist you. I don't have another answer for you. Saying, yeah, keep building that business in your friend's name. That could go bad real fast for a bunch of people.
When I say I'm building my business in my friend's name, I don't think you're understanding me. My business only in my friend's name right now. While I am fixing up, trying to get things back good on my end. That's the only reason it's there. I'm not going 100 miles per hour on my friend business. No, it's just there temporarily. That's it, just temporarily. It's just this is a temporarily fix until right now. Because if I just focus on putting the business in my name right now, I would be stuck. Like I wouldn't know what to do. You have to have cash flow, and 500 was like, go get a job. Like, let's be real, that's not the answer to the question. I done had accounting jobs. Like, that's slow, and it's not gonna get me where I need.
What do you think about that? She was told to get a job, and she's saying, I'm not going to get a job. Do you see how she's refusing to actually fix her own problem? Because like I said,
Right.
rule number 6, women are inherently lazy. Their most advantageous means of fixing a problem is them not fixing it. It's victimizing themselves to a point where somebody else would feel sorry for her enough to come in and fix it for her.
Right. And when she has felt sorry enough that somebody actually gave her some viable information, like you said, she's falling back and she's breaking rule number, whatever it is, to want to look right, to look good. I'm in red bottoms now. I made all this money. And what if my friends see me in Marshalls working? That could never be.
Mm-hmm. So that's the thing, because y'all have vaginas, and some of y'all can't give away y'all vaginas because y'all don't look good, right? So women, but you got to understand, women have this delusional feeling that I look good enough for somebody to at some point come fix this for me, but she doesn't, right? So this is the conundrum she's in. She's on one way, why can't just somebody just come in and fix this situation for me, right? And on the other end is get a job. She's like, I don't want to get a job because I have a vagina. Somebody is either going to feel sorry for me or want to have sex with me enough to fix this problem for me.
She's getting like top tier advice right here from the content creator of the podcast, and like just to say like you said, the steps is 1, 2, 3. It should fix it. She doesn't want to take a L.
Just she took an L.
Move ahead.
She owes $90,000. So
okay, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, she took an L already. She's it's really bad for her.
To be like, I need real advice about, okay, this is the game plan. This how we're gonna.
See, she said, I need real advice, right? That means I want you to come in and fix my business for me, Dave. Think about that. She said, I don't want to go get a job. I need real advice. In other words, I'm dismissing the advice of getting jobs. I need real advice. In other words, she wants this man to come in and fix all of this shit for her. That's what she's saying. I don't want to get a job. I want real advice. Real advice is somewhat telling him that if you were a real man, you would fix my problem for me. That's what she's actually saying.
So like I wouldn't know what to do. You have to have cash flow, and 500 was like, go get a job. Like, let's be real, that's not the answer to the question. I done had accounting jobs. Like, that's slow, and it's not gonna get me where I need to be at. Like, I need real advice about, okay, this is the game plan. This is how we're gonna map it out. We're gonna pay this percentage every week. Like,
think about this. Who is we? She keeps saying we gonna pay. You hear me, right? She's saying we gonna pay this certain percentage. Who the hell is we? This is what I'm saying. Women are not interested in solving their own problems. They're going to pity party their way into getting somebody to help them, or they're going to fuck their way into getting somebody to help them.
That's what I need, a real breakdown of how to get out the situation. But I will figure it out one day. I mean, I I done got this far. You know, everything was going great till 2021 when the coronavirus happened. But
remember, I always said, well,
Mhm.
I've been saying with women, they think everything is supposed to go well if they started off going well. She was making $100,000 a week, and then coronavirus hits. She doesn't care about coronavirus. She thinks she's supposed to be making $100,000 a week for the rest of her life because she was making $100,000 a week one time. This is the problem with women.
I'm glad it happened. I don't regret it. You know, it happened. I learned, and it is what it is. Now I just gotta figure out what's the next step. But the next step is just figure out the cash flow so I can get things back going.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of next steps, but I want you to know that you don't have to sit there and figure it out. Like there are some people that have a good thing going, and they don't know how to take it to the next level. And you are coaching you right now. You are giving you the best advice right now. And that is not I'm telling you, what you're doing with your friend's name is bad long term. You may be thinking, well, I can keep this business open and keep making money short term. I'm telling you, it could get bad. Do you know that if you and your friend ever start beefing, she could take that business from you that's already making money?
But let's not speak on negativity. What's the positive that can come out of it?
Now you're punching down on me. That's I hear that all the time. You're like, nobody's punching down on you, hon. We're just trying to tell you that your behaviors are crazy. Now you're punching down on women. It's the same thing. I hear it all the time. All the time.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. And it's not just her.
Mhm.
It's this delusion. It's this feeling of life is about flowers and bunnies. Why are you talking down on me? I'm a
Right.
victim. Don't talk to me like that. You're hurting my feelings. You know, so that's the thing. So this is one of the reasons why it's so difficult to just deal with a woman. You know, like I said, you know, women want to know why men just, you know, smash and dash. It's this. We don't want to deal with all this extra shit. Like a lot of women are literally stupid, and we don't want to. We just want some ass. Like it's just real, you know. And a lot of women don't have anything else to give but ass and titties. And then women get mad at us. Like, who wants to deal with this shit?
Right.
You know, just for any woman watching, I just want you to just take a second and understand that y'all are just like her to a certain degree or a certain level, and y'all are as annoying as she is when it comes to, you know, being receptive to advice. Like, who the hell wants to be responsible for these types of little goofy ass people?
Right.
So we just gonna sleep with you, get our nut. You can hang out for a little while and get out. But y'all want us to be with you and be responsible for your little brains.
Right.
It makes zero sense. Like, women be pretty, women be fine, but women be stupid. So it's like you gotta focus on the problem. Like, so you know, women can sit around these men don't want their relationships. It's a viable reason why men don't want relationships, because it makes zero sense sometimes. 0 cents sometimes. Like, I'm not dealing with no dumb shit like this. Like, the shit is just stupid. Like, it's almost like, I don't know.
Is bad long term. You may be thinking, well, I can keep this business open and keep making money short term.
Hey, mute and then unmute, because
I'm telling you, it could get bad. Do you know that if you and your friend ever start beefing, she could take that business from you that's already making money?
But let's not speak on negativity. What's the positive that can come out of it?
We can't just think positive.
We
There are
can't
negative things that happen.
You want to know? Let me tell you. You want to know why I was stuck for so many years? Because every time I
we don't care why you were stuck for so many years. And that goes back to rule number 2. What was rule number 2? Women care more about being heard than being helped. She just wants to talk. All she wants to do is keep babbling about her problems instead of getting a solution. Women want to be heard more than being helped. She doesn't care.
Talk to people, it was never how to get to the next step. It was always like advice that I didn't need. People say I don't take advice. I was trying to get advice on how to go to the next level. Right now in this stage, what you're talking about putting the business back in my name, that's step 10. What's step 1? I don't like what is step 1?
Dave is so frustrated.
I understand. You're
and a
looking
lot
for.
of people can easily judge because they never been in a situation before. I know plenty of businesses that went through fulfillment issues during the coronavirus. Plenty.
100%. You ain't wrong.
So only thing that happened with me was since big businesses, they was able to bounce back because they had the employees, they had this, they had that. I didn't have that. I was by myself. So now I'm like, okay, I need to hire new people so I can figure out how to do this.
You don't have no money, ma'am. You don't have no money.
And it's hard finding those people. And another thing I want people to understand is,
see right here, she wants him to say, "Oh, I know somebody. I know an accountant that'll come in and fix your whole situation up." Oh, okay, but I ain't got no money. Oh, don't worry about it. I got you. I feel sorry for you.
Back when I was an entrepreneur, people wasn't really just giving out game like they are today. Like, this is new. This is new. And people.
This is actually not new. He, in particular, taught me how to be an entrepreneur. And he has been doing this for 7, maybe 8 years. So this is not new. It's not.
Wasn't really giving out game.
Yeah. Hey, look. There's a bunch of people that went through fulfillment issues during COVID. You're 100% right. But everybody that got over it didn't just find another person to build a business on top of. You understand what I'm saying?
They fixed
there was a couple issues. And I think we had to spend so much time attempting to get you to see from a different perspective.
Yeah, you hear that, right? We had to spend so much time trying to get you to see from a different perspective. But here she goes again. She about to run her mouth again.
And maybe Donnie will have a different way of sharing it with you.
Look at her. She's trying her best to talk.
Maybe you'd understand. But I 100% know she's probably going to give you the same advice.
So Dave is sick of this goddamn woman. And he's like, all right, Donnie, come in and fix this shit because I'm tired of this goddamn woman.
I just feel like you're not hearing me. I don't have a problem with getting my friend's business out my name.
I don't think you're hearing me. Remember, they want to feel heard more than they want to get the problem straight.
That's always been a plan. But what is the steps to do that? I think we're missing that. We're missing that.
Yes,
what
yes.
are the steps
No.
to do that? That's step 10. I'm at step 1.
Yes, no. We talked.
Okay, so we're on it, right? For the 4th, I think we're on the 4th time. We're on it, right? Why she derails the shit for the 4th time.
Talked about that, and I think that's where we were going in the episode, but we had to keep coming back because it seemed, and maybe I'm wrong, but it just seemed that you didn't really understand what we were saying. It just seemed like that because we had to go back. We had to kind of go back and help you understand that we got to structure our business correctly, then build on top of it. So
what was step
step 1? I think we talked about we have to identify what is holding us back from getting the store in your name. You said it was something you had to do. Cost wise, it's going to be $8,000. Right?
$8,000 to start. Yes.
So you see how we came back to this 4 times already, right? We're back to the same thing. Get out from under the other girl and put it in your name, right? She needs $8,000 in order to get it out of her name. You see, we are back here for the 4th time. She derails it again.
Yes. So to be able to build this business in your name, you need $8,000 to get it out of your friend's name so you can start building whatever you're building, correct? Mm-hmm. We're on the same page with that. Step 1 is understanding that this is just an $8,000 problem, right?
It's just an $8,000 problem. It's not too crazy. You know, he's trying to make it is palatable, right? But watch the stupid shit she does.
It's not an $8,000 problem.
This is shit I'm talking about.
Take me through the steps, but don't take me through the steps.
Like I said, her goal is to get him to either fuck her or feel sorry for her enough to give her the $8,000 or hook her up with somebody that would find a way to circumvent the $8,000.
Yeah. And this is why good people charge what they charge, because they've getting taken advantage of so much. Like say if you drop good game and gyms and you build up all these people, you're like, wow, that person's making $500,000 off of my, advice. You're like, well, I'm gonna start charging for my advice. So, a lot of people, they want the handout. Like you said, she wants the handout because, she wants the excuses made for her young or dumbness that she didn't understand, or that time this knowledge wasn't available. Well, okay, then this is an $8,000 problem, but also give me $400 for a private consultation so we can actually do everything. I will give you my accountants. I will do this. You're not gonna just waste my time, because this right here, if he was probably getting paid for it, it wouldn't be as bad, because you said, like, if I'm not getting your titties or vagina, at least getting a piece of your wallet.
Well, here's the problem though.
Okay.
When she gives away her vagina, most likely a guy is going to do the thing for her. She's not going to have a job, right? So paying money, she probably would do that if the person would go do it for her. Nobody's going to do this. Is an $8,000 problem. Her answer is to actually go get a job and make enough money to pay off the $8,000 problem. But you got to understand, rule number 6 is women are inherently lazy. Their most advantageous means of fixing a problem is not fixing it. It's getting someone else to fix it. And that brings me to rule number 7. Women are parasitic by nature. I'll say it again. Women are parasitic by nature, like a parasite. All right. She rejects all the advice. Why? Because she doesn't care about fixing her issue. She's thinking about one thing. Who can I get to help me? And then here's the thing. Without doing anything in return. That's what a parasite does. A parasite connects to you and just sucks your blood. It doesn't give you anything. It just sucks, right? Women are parasitic by nature. They look around for a host. Literally, a man is a host. They literally look around for a host that they can, suck resources from. So an attractive woman that has the ability to feed off other people's resources to get out of sticky situations is somewhat not her, but the typical woman. And she will actually get what she wants because, women are parasites. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but it's the nature of a woman. Women are parasitic by nature. And I'm not saying that to make anybody feel bad.
So horrible. But it makes sense because it makes sense. It's a logical theory, and I would give it a thumbs up.
So her issue right here is she's not attractive, so she can't attract herself to a host or attach herself to a host and suck out his resources because she's not attractive. And that kind of really just goes back to something else. Attractive women have the ability to attach themselves to a host and suck out their resources with not too many problems. It looks at me, it has me wonder why so many women allow themselves to be unattractive. you know, as far as their fitness and stuff like that, right?
Mm.
You inherently are a parasite. You have to be in the best position possible to suck out a person's resources. And your number one way of doing that is your level of attractiveness.
Right.
And you know, and I don't understand. So listening and getting a job and finding someone who likes her is kind of like where she is. Like I said, she don't want to get a job and she can't find somebody that likes her because she's not attractive enough. So she rather just fight and get, because there's a possibility that somebody may feel sorry for her, because that's a third option. Oh man, you know what? Let me, you know how these damn women do. They open up a GoFundMe. Oh, please help me, and then somebody just gives it to her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Brick lady.
Yeah, like the brick lady. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm saying. So she either can't or she doesn't want to do either of these things, whether get a job or find somebody that would just sleep with her to fix her problem. And that's the conundrum she's in, because she's not attractive. So then it goes back to your level of discipline with the rest of your body and with the rest of your life. Why aren't you fine? Why aren't you attractive? She's young as hell. Why you're fat? She's fat as hell. You know, she's fat. So it's like I'm never gonna understand fat women, because it's like, unless it's a health problem, being fat puts you in a bad situation if things are going wrong. Because if you got a small waist and a fat ass, somebody is guaranteed to fix your problem for you.
They will chase you down. It's not a lie.
Like, I'll get you out of this strip club. I'll change your life. Come live with me. But if you're fat, nobody's gonna want you.
Right.
And it's just something I'm just never going to understand. If you're a parasite, you have to be skinny, like a worm. You can't be a fat ass parasite. It just, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
The squash you before you get a chance to latch on.
Right. Like if a mosquito goes on my arm, I'm not going to pay attention to it because it's little. But if it's a big ass bug gets on my arm, I'm going to be like, oh shit. So the fatter you are, the less you have an opportunity of latching onto a man. I'm never going to understand that shit. But
yeah,
hey, I'm
you're
not a woman.
absolutely right. You know, at one point I was like, well, I'm still big. I ain't gonna lie or cover it up and make you feel bad and sorry for me. But when I did, and I will stand on this, and that's why I'm saying, and I totally agree with Aaron, and I don't take offense, because when I did do the work and when I did drop the unnecessary pounds, it puts everything in the right places. It makes things appear that you didn't think was there. You're like, wow. And people will be like, they will turn you. I mean, this old man ran down the street. I don't know this guy. He's like, hey, would you like to go out? And I'm like, I'm just trying to get, something from the store. So it was.
And he was offering his resources to you, right?
Yes. And then I got him. The last guy I dated, he was like, I want to take you off the match. I want to court you. So it makes the guys motivated to do the things that you usually are not seeing. They'll have the guys approaching you. And you say, oh, guys don't approach. Well, okay, we'll give you something to approach for. They will do it. Then you're putting them in their purpose as a man to want to do something for you. Yeah, in a classy parasitic way.
I don't have that's what I'm saying. I respect a woman's like part of the ecosystem.
Right.
Your job is to suck resources from a man. That's literally why you're here. You're not getting anything on your own. You're getting resources from your supervisor or some man or some guy. You're getting it from somewhere.
OnlyFans, come on.
Right.
It's there, but you just gotta.
The more attractive you are, that's one thing. And the more emotionally stable you are, you'll be able to get the resources you need and maintain the resources that you need. All you have to do is have those things. Be attractive, have a small waist, because it's not about having a fat ass, it's about having a small waist. It's about symmetry. take care of your weight, and then you take care of your mindset by getting therapy, a man will be with you and keep you, and you just know how to shut the hell up. But we don't need nothing. Just sit down and shut up.
Right.
But women don't want to lose weight, and women don't want to shut the hell up. So y'all are out here looking stupid. And like I said, I don't understand. And I'm just glad I'm not a woman, because I don't know what happens in y'all brains that make y'all do the opposite of what the fuck y'all supposed to do.
If you were a woman, you would probably be the best of us because you're fit and everything, and you got everything in place. And you would be the pick me. You'd be chosen already and off the market because you do what you have to do.
If I was a woman, I would probably be stupid. So I can't say that, because I wouldn't have the brain that I have. I would probably be stupid as fuck and run around doing dumb shit. I can't say if I was a woman, I would be. No, if I was a woman, I would be stupid. Because I wouldn't have the same brain. I wouldn't. No. I would be just as dumb and uncoordinated as the rest of you goddamn women. Fat. Mad at people. Oh, they don't want me and I'm fat. I'm be fat and shit, wearing spandex everywhere I go, wearing wig. I be doing the same old stupid shit as the rest of these goddamn women. No, because I wouldn't have the same brain I have.
Okay.
I would allow my vagina to disorientate me and think, oh, because he had sex with me, everybody want to have sex with me, and I could just sit around and eat chicken 3 o'clock in the morning and ice cream and be fat, and somebody still gonna want to have sex with me. No, it's stupid. So it is what it is. So yeah, let's keep going.
Okay, what else is the problem?
Problem way beyond it that I talked about on the podcast. I said it's $8,000 to get the name clear from the UCC filing, and maybe that'd be another thing. A lot of people not educated on UCC filing.
No. We don't need that. We don't need that. $8,000 to get whatever cleared so that you can actually open a store in your name. Give me.
So you got to remember, going back to principle number 3, a woman must have an out in order to resolve herself from any responsibility. Women must have an out in order to resolve themselves from any responsibility. Right now, he's pigeonholed her, he's backing her into a corner. All you need is $8,000, right? She has to be right. So she's going to back out of the corner by acting like a victim of the $8,000, because if he simplifies the scenario, she no longer has a problem. If he simplifies the scenario, she can no longer be a victim. So she can't let it be simple, because if the situation is simple, she no longer can be a victim. So watch this.
The other issues.
Those issues with like whatever happened in the past financially. The $8,000 is just to start, but you still need a strategy, because okay, say for example, I said
whoa. I don't need explanation. We're just trying to figure out checklist stuff. If we got $8,000, we can open a Shopify store in my name, correct? Yes or yes?
Open a Shopify store is not the problem.
Okay.
It's the UCC filing.
Okay, but once we pay the $8,000, we have no issues with the UCC or whatever it is, and we can open our business, nothing on our back, we're clear, correct?
Yes.
Yes, or you're just saying yes to appease me?
I'm saying yes, but not really.
Okay.
She's trying to pull herself out of accountability. That's what's happening right here. Because if she says yes and he's on it and everything's good, there's nothing else to talk about, and she's no longer a victim. She has to continue to be a victim.
Okay. Let's say we have the UCC filing cleared. We can open up a store in our name, our business name. What is the next hurdle for you in this situation?
A fulfillment system.
Okay.
Funnels.
No. Hold on. Do you have a fulfillment system now?
Yes.
Okay.
So she has a fulfillment system already. So she doesn't need the solution because she already has the solution. She has the capability of selling products and making money.
So that's not a problem because you can take whatever fulfillment system you're using with your friend's business and apply it to this new business. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The next thing is you said a funnel. Well, what I know about funnels is we can copy whatever current funnel you have that's going to your friend's business and put it into this new business. Am I right or am I?
My friend business do not have no type of fun. It just
That's not the point. Do y'all see what she's trying to do? He's trying to simplify the situation, and she's steady trying to complicate the situation, because if the situation, see, every problem a woman has to be extremely complicated in order for her to be victimized by it. She can't have a simple situation because you can't be a victim of a simple situation.
it's just running.
Okay, what I'm saying.
You said
This
copy.
is getting,
You
hold on,
said copy
hold on.
from her business.
Okay, this is getting crazier because I'm saying, what is the issue with doing whatever you're doing on your friend's platform that you can't do on your own after $8,000? Hold on. The first thing you said was, well, we need a fulfillment strategy. And I said, you already have a fulfillment strategy. You said yes, which means you're just saying stuff now. You're just coming up with reasons why this isn't right. Because
see, you're just coming up with reasons why this isn't right, because women inherently have to complicate things in order for her to be a victim.
Yep. This puts me in the mind, like I be at work. I'm at work right now, right? And I like to read. As you encourage me, I come to you for advice. You're like, do the work, read.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, part of doing the work is reading about women, reading about mindsets, understanding. And I came upon something that you just said that is that somebody made very famous. It's called intersectionality.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mainly for like focus with women. It's like the complex, cumulative way in which the effects of multiple forms of discrimination happens and overlaps and combines as a person experiences life. So like saying like you're fat, but I'm also blaming it on metabolism, and I'm blaming it on the white, the BMI chart is not meant for me, and I'm blaming it on racism. So we involve ourselves instead of just saying one thing. We make it this overlap, intersectionality, complex thing,
Mm-hmm.
and you are just validating that.
Yeah.
Just like it's so amazing, and it is crazy. And I'm like, the more you're saying it and the more I read, I'm like, yeah, this is true. Yeah.
Women overcomplicate everything in life in order to be perpetual. You have to be a victim if you're a woman. It's just womanhood. So everything is complicated. So when a man tries to simplify a problem, it actually hurts you, because he's literally sucking the victimhood out of you by simplifying a problem.
Right.
So a woman has to always be frantic and confused, and it's not that easy. It's not, because at the end of the day, if it's simple, she's no longer a victim. And women have to stay in victimhood.
Right.
You have a fulfillment system. Yes. I said we don't have a funnel.
Okay, but you don't have a funnel now.
No.
Which means you could do the same thing you're doing right now in your friend's business for your own business without this funnel that you're talking about.
I never said I couldn't.
I'm tripping. Donnie, did you hear anything we were talking about before this conversation, before I brought you in?
I saw the clips of social media, but I haven't been on this live.
Now, just know Donnie is going to get into her ass. Shout out to Donnie.
Okay, good. So now y'all talk. I can get somebody else to do it.
The orders and
what's your business?
His and her dream collection.
Dream collection. What's that mean?
His and her dream.
Look at Donnie showing off the titties.
Collection.
What is it?
Custom jewelry. It's custom
jewelry.
jewelry.
Okay.
And so I was experiencing a lot of setbacks during the time. And so after today, since I have a UCC filing against my business, I opened up a LLC and someone who's very dear to me name. And right now my business is running under their name temporarily until I can go back and find someone to help me analyze all the data and everything that went wrong in the past so we can come up with a game plan to come back in the future. If I was to not put the business in my friend name, I would still be at a standstill today because I still don't have all the answers. So this was just a temporary move of me having to do what I need to do in order to keep things going and keep things going in the right way. As of right now, everything is good. And I think people are thinking that I'm putting the business in my friend's name and that's just how it's going to go. But it's like, no, this is just a temporary move.
Shout out to Knit STEM. Welcome to the live stream.
Until I can figure out what is the next step. Because you have to be going in entrepreneurship. You have to keep going despite anything.
Actually, no. You have to get a job. That's what you need to do.
When did you have these issues in COVID?
It started at the end of 2020.
Okay. And are they mailing directly from the customer? I mean, directly from the warehouse to the customer, or do they mail it to you?
They mailed it to me, so it wasn't drop shipping. No, it wasn't drop shipping. So we ordered from the vendor, then we package it in our warehouse.
Okay. So the worst thing that you could do is put your business in somebody else's name. If your business is in somebody else's name, you don't have a business they do. You're just working for them. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I know that we like to think that we can put stuff in people's names and it's going to go well. Ask all the people who got apartments and cell phones and cars in somebody's name that they trust if that always works out. And usually more than 50% of the time it doesn't. So that's number one. Instead of changing the name into somebody else's name, you could easily have just rebranded the whole business, right?
No.
First, why?
Because of the UCC filing.
Against who?
The business.
The business or you?
Both.
Okay. Okay. So that said, what is the status right now of the UCC filing?
The status is still active, and that's why I'm using my friend's name to generate income to pay off the UCC filing.
So here we go. We're back to square one. Look what happens.
To get things back to normal.
How much is that?
$8,000.
Altogether, to start off, it's like $8,000, but altogether it's like $80,000 to $90,000. But some companies are willing to settle.
Did you dispute it?
No.
Okay. So if you have a UCC filing, then you're probably listed with Dun & Bradstreet, right? Is it accurate? Like, should they have put the lien against you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did take out a loan, yeah.
And how much more money do you owe?
Some companies saying they willing to like settle for like 50% or 70%.
Okay, how much would that be total?
I haven't did the numbers on it, but I know altogether totals from what I have on my Excel sheet is like $90,000.
$90,000? Mm-hmm. You owe $90,000 in fees and lien fees? From what?
I took out loans to hire like entrepreneurs and coaches to help me with my business and accounting.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So the debt is because you spent irresponsibly, and you're saying that you're saying you were thinking you were going to be able to pay it off because.
So real quick, do you see how Donnie is attacking this differently, and she's not arguing with Donnie as much? Do you see why or how?
I don't, maybe asking direct questions. I don't know.
Okay, so let's go through the rules.
Okay.
All right, so rule one, women will always reserve the right to be a victim, right?
Right.
She's not putting her in a position where she can be a victim because, like you said, she's just simply asking as a matter of fact questions, right? So she's having a conversation with her instead of giving her a solution, right?
Right.
So then it goes back to number two. Rule two, women want to be heard more than the way they want to be helped. So when you're, and this is to the men watching, when you're asking women questions, they are getting a platform or the ability to be heard. So the more questions you ask a woman, the more talking she is able to do. And that is the main thing she wants. So when a woman comes to you with a problem, you have to ask more questions instead of just saying, oh, just do this. Because if she don't get a chance to talk and babble about all this stuff, she's going to feel unheard, and now she's going to get mad. So that's one of the things that Donnie is doing that Dave didn't do. Now, Dave tried, but he did not give her enough time to talk. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the next one is rule 3: women must have an out in order to resolve themselves a responsibility. She's kind of fluid with her, so she's not holding her. Remember, 4 times Dave was like, no, we're gonna do this and pay this and do that, and she's like, yeah. She is just having a conversation with her. So you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that's different between Dave and Donnie right now.
Your business was making money, and then the business stopped making money, and now you can't pay it off?
No, it wasn't making money. At this time, the virus had happened and everything was like down. The website was closed.
When did you spend the money?
In 2021, when things started to go wrong.
Okay, so your solution to the COVID issue was to hire. So right now, what's your name?
Takislan Dream.
Do you have a job?
No, not right now.
How much money is your business bringing in right now?
It bringing in right now about $4,000 or $5,000.
See, she's asking probing questions. Dave just simply said, why don't you just do this? You never tell a woman, why don't you just do this? Because it's not going to work.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So right now, if I'm being honest, you are in a situation where you have to do what you have to do, and it's not ethical at all. You're taking a huge risk to build this business, a huge risk. And I hope that you have some back-end operating agreement with whoever's name this business is in. But if I am you, I would be doubling down, and you need to go get a job. You need to.
So she worded it, if I am you, I would go get a job, instead of you need to go get a job. It's a difference. Now, this is a part of empathizing with her and putting herself in her shoes so she could say, well, if I was you, I would do this, instead of saying do this. This is a conversational way of solving a problem because you're bringing her along with her. So it's like y'all are solving the problem together instead of go do something and fix it. You know what I'm saying?
In 2021, when things started to go wrong.
Okay, so your solution to the COVID issue was to hire. So right now.
See, your solution was to right?
Now, what's your name?
Takislan.
See, what's your name? She's building a relationship with the woman, because this is women's way of like connecting with other people by whining about stupid shit. So now she's like, what's your name? What? So she's connecting with Donnie.
Do you have a job?
No, not right now.
How much money is your business bringing in right now?
It bringing in right now about $4,000 or $5,000
a month.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So right now, if I'm being honest, you are in a situation where you have to do what you have to do, and it's not ethical at all. You're taking.
See, she's not jumping out and saying, get a job. She's like, well, you got to do what you got to do. It's not ethical. You know what I'm saying? She's kind of like, beating around the bushes a little bit.
Taking a huge risk to build this business, a huge risk. And I hope that you have some back-end operating agreement with whoever's name this business is in.
She still ain't said get a job yet, right?
Right.
You got to add icing on the cake. Fellas, I hope y'all are listening.
But if I am you, I would be doubling down, and you need to go get a job. You need to go and get a job so you can pay these people their money back and get this lien taken off of your credit. $4,000.
Let me add something real quick. So the $8,000 that you said you needed so that you can get your own store up and running, how did it turn into $90,000?
No, that's why I said you wasn't listening. I said the problem is.
See what she just did to him?
Yeah.
See, you ain't listening. I'm talking to Donnie, but your ass ain't listening.
Right.
You see what she just did to him?
Mm-hmm.
See, you ain't listening.
Yeah, it's like it was a yes. It was just a question. How did this turn to that?
And she got smart with him.
Yeah, you're not listening. Like, I didn't ask you that. You asked him a question with a question or an insult, which women
But you
do.
see the difference?
Mm-hmm.
So 'cause she's able to be a victim with Dave.
Mm-hmm.
So she gets every opportunity. See, the problem isn't me. The problem is you. You're not listening. She didn't do that to Donnie because Donnie did not put her in a position where she can be a victim.
Right.
This is psychological when dealing with a woman. I do this for a living.
Way deeper than what
Look
it
at
is. I
Dave.
said
Dave was like, bitch.
it's $8,000 to get the UCC filing like lifted, but at the end of the day, you still owe people money unless y'all come up with an agreement.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying you said if you pay this $8,000, you can get it lifted and you can open up your own store. Is that not what you told me?
Yes, I told you, and I said if I do that, it's still not gonna work because I don't have a game plan after that. I don't have a strategy.
You can't do exactly what you're doing to make $4,000 or $5,000 a month now. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
It could be that I'm scared because I know how to make money. I can make the money. I'm just so scared. I'm trying to make sure I'm doing the right thing so it don't happen again. Like I'm literally traumatized, and I'm just trying to reach out to different people, and it could be
Hold
the
on,
reason
real
why I'm
quick.
still stuck.
Do the people who made orders with you from 2020 through now, does 100% of those customers have their orders?
No.
How far back do missing orders go?
20. It's just 2021.
Okay.
Like it's like people.
Okay, so there are people who ordered from you in 2021 that never received their orders and obviously never received a refund either.
Correct.
Okay, so you are in fact a scammer. Okay, so you are in fact a scammer. Okay, so you are in fact a scammer. That part was true because the definition of a scam is for people to pay you money for something that you agreed to give them, and if you don't give it to them, then you have scammed them. That part is irrefutably true, unfortunately. Okay, and I hate to say that to you, but you kind of said it to yourself, and I gotta make sure you see this picture clearly. This has nothing to do with a business in your friend's name. If I am you, you need to go and get a job, and you need to probably start a different thing that's unrelated to this jewelry, because how dare you have such audacity to be selling jewelry today when there's people from 2021 who still haven't received their orders. You need to go and get a job, and that's the unfortunate thing. Like, you got to do what you got to do.
So right now, Donnie don't care. Donnie's like, this bitch is an idiot, and I'm ready to get out the phone because I don't know what the hell happened. And this is Donnie is literally done with her.
I like your little you are a scammer. You are a scammer. You are and it just like, and she just doesn't, like, she doesn't see it that way. Like, you're in a hole, you scammed your way into this business, and now you're in trouble. You want to scam your way out of your situation.
Remember, Stephanie, rule number 4, women literally don't care.
Yeah.
If she isn't getting what she feels she should have, nothing else matters. She'll ruin lives. She'll ruin her own family. She'll traumatize her own kids. She'll leave her own marriage. It doesn't matter. Her feelings are more important than everything. Remember this part.
Because I could. My anger was really important to me.
That's all that matters to a woman. They don't give a shit.
One of the things that's happening here is you got this false idea of what entrepreneurship is supposed to look like. The name of the game for entrepreneurship is to stay in business. And
see, she has a frilly, magical Disney way of looking at entrepreneurship.
Yeah, it's not no joke.
Right now, you don't have a business. You are literally running a very low level fraud. Okay, a very low level fraud because there's people who need to get their stuff. So
let me say this right now. I just ordered a shitload of more card games because I sold out of card games. Right, I'm broke because I spent so much on card games. You know, I got money on credit cards or whatever, but I'm fucking broke until until my card games come in and I sell more card games. Because that's how entrepreneurship is.
Well, you know what? It is when you're getting, like, when you have your vision right, like you said, you're scaling it, you're reinvesting your money back into your business, and you're expecting to see a generation on that revenue on the back end. But first, your first rollout of the cards, all that had to go. It was a hit. Good. Now you got more money to fund the second one, which is a hit too. So now that's the proof that the market needs it. Okay, cool. This is bomb. So now you order more. So but that costs extra, unfortunately.
Exactly.
But you're putting in the work to still do the live. You're still putting work. You have to still do the work, which she doesn't want to do.
You need to make things right with the people from 2021, 2022.
I just want y'all to think about that. People from 2021 have not gotten their stuff. It's 2024.
Whenever that time frame is, you have to go get a job, okay? You need to get a job and start refunding people their orders, and you need to get a job and pay this $8,000 off. If you go get a job in 2 months, based on what you say you've earned, the $8,000 that you need to start again will be there, and you can start making right. You want to talk, so go ahead.
So one of the things that she did not say, you need to go back and live with your mama, because I'm sure she got about $3,000-$4,000 worth of bills. So the $8,000 isn't going to come up, because you can look at her background. She probably got her own apartment because she want to live like an entrepreneur. Keep that in mind.
I'm gonna say I don't agree, and the reason why I say I don't agree is because I'm just an entrepreneur who went experience.
You don't agree with what?
I don't agree with the go get a job. Like, I don't agree with that, because a job is not the answer. A job, I mean, I feel like the answer is someone looking at the problem. It's kind of like a business who's hiring a business coach to figure out what needs to be taking place to get stuff to the next level.
Guess what I am? No. But I'm a business coach, and you didn't even have to hire me for me to tell you that you're approaching this the wrong way, and it's not what you want to hear. I understand. I wouldn't want to hear this either, but you can't get a business in your name right now because you've literally got people chasing you for money. And if there's anything ethical in you right now, you would stop. Like, you would stop. You've admitted that you scammed some people from some years ago because they still don't have their stuff. You have to stop. Stop trying to sell more of this stuff that people are waiting on. Because you have to go get a job doesn't mean that you'll never get to be an entrepreneur. And while you're having a job, you can still be an entrepreneur. But you have to make right what's currently wrong. And you got a lot of stuff wrong right now. I need you to think. I need you to see this, okay? You get this job.
Y'all got to understand, women are children. They don't give a fuck.
Is able to help you pay your bills. You take this $4,000 that you're making from your company. You take 2 months. In 60 days, you'll literally be able to, according to you, get back in business. There is not a business coach who's ethical who would touch this and say.
And most likely she got a BMW and she's paying $900 a month for her, plus insurance. You got to understand, these little stupid little chicks, like, they don't have a lot of sense. So she has a lot of bills, I'm sure.
Just start from here, start from scratch. F them people who didn't get their stuff. Forget this, that, and the other. All these people that you owe money to. A business coach is going to tell you, pay those people back first so that you can begin to operate ethically. And David, I don't know if there's anything else, because this is like a badass 10-year-old who don't want to hear what their parent is telling them. because she thinks she has it all figured out. This is like a badass 10-year-old who don't want to hear what their parent is telling them because she thinks she has it all figured out. This is like a badass 10-year-old who don't want to hear what their parent is telling them because she thinks she has it all figured out. Forget my 20 plus years of experience in business, you know what I mean? And owing some people. I got some experience owing some people some money.
So here's the thing. I really, really want you to understand. There's certain things that you won't understand until you either experience them or somebody's sharing something with you that's valuable. Donnie is essentially giving you some incredible advice, but like at this point, you are coaching you. Like you're your coach.
Getting a job is just not the answer, and it's not. It's not that I'm not getting a job because I don't want one. I love accounting. I go give me a accounting job. I done had a.
Going back to the rule number 6. What is rule number 6, Stephanie? Never mind. I got it. Don't worry. You got to unmute.
Women care about being heard.
No. Rule number 6 is women are inherently lazy.
Oh, okay.
Their most advantageous means of fixing a problem is not fixing the problem, but getting someone to fix it for them. And rule number 7, women are parasitic by nature. She needs to attach herself to a host to suck out resources. And they're telling her to go fix the problem herself.
Right.
She doesn't want to do that. But the problem is she's fat and she isn't attractive enough to attract somebody to suck resources from. Hence the reason why it makes no sense for women to be fat, because it's okay. We will literally hand you $8,000 if you find enough. We will literally beg you to take our $8,000 to let us help you get you out of this situation so we can keep fucking on you for about 3, 4, 5, 6 months. But if you fat, we ain't got nothing. It's really that simple. If she was pretty and she was fine in that live, it would have been dudes like, yo, I got her. Yo, they would be DMing, but she's fat. So
she would be like Melissa, because I could. She doesn't have that. Yeah, she doesn't have that.
Exactly, like Melissa Ford. Exactly.
Being an infant and just being a dick, you know, because.
Do you think if Melissa Ford, as a 20-year-old, not a 40-some-year-old, right? But looking this good, and she's like 25 on a live with Dave, do you think she would have all these people in the comments like, oh, this bitch stupid? Niggas would be like, shit, where's she at? Like, what's her Instagram?
Yeah, right.
She wouldn't even have the problem.
Absolutely. And she was being mean. She's like, I was being a dick. I was being this and that. Because she could.
You can. Because I could. If you're attractive, we don't give a damn.
Because I could.
We don't care. You fine, you got some nice titties. We're gonna deal with all the stupid shit. We're gonna fix it for you. But that's what I'm saying. You have to pick a struggle as a woman. Either you can't be fat or you can't be stupid. It's just simple. It's so simple. You can be as stupid as you want to be, but you got to be at the gym 4 times a week, getting your body right. And you could be stupid and intolerable. A dude is going to do whatever it is that you want him to do.
Right.
But y'all lazy and stupid. So it's just like, what the hell is somebody supposed to do with that shit? It just don't make no sense. Pick a struggle.
Pick a struggle.
This shit don't make no sense. But that's what I'm saying. So
Right.
the deepness in the level of dysfunction is there, because the thing about it is we see our issues. So we got to go do something else to overcompensate for our issues. Women don't try to overcompensate. They don't, because they don't have enough understanding of their present existence to know, okay, I need to fix this. I need to fix. No. I got a vagina, and at some point, somebody's gonna want it. So I'm just gonna sit around and be an idiot and be fat and be unattractive, and somebody's gonna fix all this shit for me because I got a vagina.
It's been set up that way. And like you said, that false sense of whatever it is, that filter that we have on, like literally you can look crazy and people be like, yeah, girl, you're a 10.
Yep.
You be like,
yep.
I know I ain't a 10, but you know what? It sounds good.
It
and
sounds
enough
good.
women said it. So now I believe it.
I
Manifest
believe
it. It's your affirmations. Now I'm a 10. I'm a
Mhm.
It is geared towards that. So because we're so gullible and we believe our own BS.
Yeah. It's just really sad.
Yeah.
Good job. I'm trying to figure out how to take even for and let's just
Bitch, you're fat. Get a job.
be clear. A lot of I don't have $1 billion company. The people who didn't get their orders, it's probably like $200 to $300. But if you look at our system, some stuff say fulfilled, some say unfulfilled, some people got the wrong stuff. Like it needs a system. I need someone to look at what's going on and we figure out what.
See, she doesn't care. All she wants is somebody. Now she has 2 millionaires on this show, and she's just like, I just need somebody to feel sorry enough for me or want to have sex with me to come in and just fix all of the problems that I have in my life.
What's the next step? Like,
okay, so your very next step, if it's just $200 or $300, your very next step is to audit your records from 2021 until now.
There we go.
Okay.
How do I find someone to audit my records? How do I?
You dummy!
I find those.
They're your records, stupid. What do you mean? Who do I find?
You do it. You don't have money to hire anybody from what I'm hearing, so you have to do that. Okay,
but
so
I still need someone. I guess I still need someone to look at it to tell me what's what. Like,
why can't you look at your own stuff and tell yourself what's what? You get what I'm saying? You got to understand, through this whole time, she's whining, complicating in order to stay as a victim. It's so hard. I need somebody to help me. Please, somebody feel sorry for me or want to have sex with me enough for me to not have to deal with this shit no more.
Right. It's her fault. She let it linger so much that she's swimming in it. And when those problems first arose, she should have been having these questions now, these concerns now, back then.
Yeah. It's bad. It's really bad.
I still need someone to look at it and help me.
Are you saying somebody?
See, I need somebody to come in and help me. You ain't pretty enough. You're not attractive enough for a man to come in, and you don't have no money, and you don't and you don't listen. You know, like, this is stupid shit I'm talking about, man.
To tell you when you say what's what, are you needing somebody to tell you who is owed money and who is not?
No, I need someone to.
Okay, first things first. You said I want the next step. So on the spreadsheet that you've created, right? Because you said you did one. Are you clear with who is owed money?
Watch this. No. She don't even know who the hell she owe money to. So that is it, y'all. I may do another live about this tomorrow, because I think it was so pivotal for for me to break this down. But at the end of the day, this is the state of our women. And for any of you women who are wondering why don't nobody want you, is because of this. There's a side of you that is like her. And I see it everywhere. And like I said, if you're pretty, if you're fine, if you got a small waist, if you work out, and if you're fit, we'll put up with it because you're pretty and fine. Because at the end of the day, our resources are for you. We make all this money in order to share it with a woman. So it's no problem. Be a parasite. Attach yourself to us. Suck us dry. That's actually why we make the money we make. A lot of times, if a dude don't have no hoes, he gonna be in a one-bedroom apartment, no pictures on the wall, and one damn TV because he ain't got no hoes. But when he start getting some hoes, he got to start upgrading his life. Why? So he can find a woman to give his money and resources to. But the woman has to be attractive. But if you fat and you just out of shape, you ain't gonna find nobody to do nothing for you. But don't think that men don't want to do something for you. We only do things for attractive women. So you gotta pick a struggle. You either gotta be smart or either attractive. It would be nice to do both, but you don't have to. Just be attractive and know how to shut the fuck up, and a man will give you whatever it is that you want. But too many of y'all aren't attractive, are out of shape, and don't know how to shut the fuck up. And hence that woman in the video. It is what it is.
Absolutely, absolutely. I second that motion.
All you got to do is be fine and shut the fuck up, and we'll do all the work. You can literally just take all our goddamn resources. We won't care. We make money for women. We don't make money for us. We drive the cars and all this other shit so we can attract women. We're literally riding around looking who we can give our resources away to.
Absolutely.
But you got to be attractive for us to give it away to. But I'm about to go my ass to bed. And thank you so much for hanging out with me.
You're welcome. I had fun. It actually gave me a lot of clarity and better ways to navigate certain panels when I'm engaging with women that kick back with the 7 aspects of dysfunction. And so I'm like, wow, this is kind of insightful, and also to check my way as well. So I'm not, free from that too.
But like I said, you're extremely receptive. So it's a pick a struggle thing.
Right.
So your struggle may be with weight, but you're good on the other thing. You're very coachable.
Yeah.
You listen. You're not argumentative. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. So you are doing something right.
Cool.
Because nobody's perfect.
Right.
Just do one thing very good. That's all we want women to do. You could be stupid as shit, just look good. Or either you could be fat as shit, just shut the fuck up. Just do something right. Just do something right, and we good. That's it. Nobody's perfect.
I agree.
All right, so I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye everyone.
All right, y'all. Hopefully y'all got something out of this. And if you are just tuning in, please save this and watch this either tomorrow, or you might before to go to bed, or rewatch this now, because this is very helpful to every man and to every woman. Because at the end of the day, for you ladies, you wonder why you ain't got no man, watch this video, and I need you to open yourself up and say to yourself, like, damn, am I like this woman? And a lot of times you would say yes, and take my advice and you'll be okay. So talk to y'all later. But before y'all go, make sure to buy my Deeper Discussions card game so you can actually play the card game with another potential person. What's up, Andre? And that person may be the wrong person for you, but without playing the Deeper Discussions card game with them, you're not going to be aware that the person is an idiot. So I am just simply here to help all of y'all, my audience, to avoid dating idiots. But you can't do that without my Deeper Discussions card game.
How about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play Deeper Discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper discussions, dating edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. Actually, these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.